He is a changeling after all.
I
That
wish
is
I
true.
wish I wish Dan had his video up so we could say blink twice if you're in trouble.
Did you get your, where are you from again? Arkansas? How did you get your sister to say those things for us, bud?
No, he's Pennsylvania.
Yep.
We're
Also,
safe
but
on
I
that
mean,
front.
Nate knows Ashley as well. So
Hi,
Yeah.
Ashley.
Hey,
Nate's all
Ashley.
not saying a word.
Just sold him down the river.
He paid me $20. I kept my secret.
We're live,
Cat,
by the way.
did you?
Yes,
Oh, we're live.
yes, you're
All right.
live. Yeah, I like to start
Cat,
things in
did,
the middle of a conversation.
I was gonna say we always
Oh.
Jesus
start
loves
in the middle of a
this,
conversation.
I know.
Best way to start. That way they know. That way they know it's real.
And
It's not-
amen. All right,
And
boys and girls. Welcome to our family-friendly Twitch Minecraft.
Lies, don't listen to him. This is not family friendly.
Cat, did you happen to get the message that I sent you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. All right, we're live. Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in or checking out the streams. I'm Diz. I'm the DM. We are doing Forgotten Realms. All right, last time we ended, I believe most of us are slightly injured. Is that true, everybody?
Yes.
More than slightly.
Some more than others, yes.
Some are on death's door.
I feel like some of us are okay though, and it's not that big of a deal.
Okay, all right. And we are rapidly approaching the legendary town of Shadowdale. And it is getting on in the evening, and we are trucking down the road. Now, this whole day, even before the lava rain started to fall, Thurbrand has been kind of reserved and quiet. Um, you people with good insight know, especially Ara and Kay, that he is a little bit brooding over losing the other 7 members of the Company of Dawn that he has lost. In fact, Dromac, you would know that too, because after when you were a member of the Company of Dawn and you lost all those members, he had the similar reactions, kind of kicking himself, kind of down. So as you're riding along, he's very sullen. As
When we lost all those members, was there more? Did we lose more or the same amount that he did this time?
I didn't get into writing the exact number, but he likes to keep his guys around 8 to 10 people in the party. So it would have been, 6 or so people that you guys lost.
He has a very high turnover rate, apparently.
No, he keeps the same for a long time, and then some tragic thing happens, and the party gets cleaned out. So, because Ara and Kay have been with him now for a couple years, so they didn't
The
lose a
only
single
ones who've
person.
survived.
Yeah, luckily they were the main characters, not just side characters.
And to be fair, they
Didn't
did
have
meet
red
us.
shirts on.
What's
True.
that? What's that,
So
Richard?
to be fair, they did meet us. So
Yeah,
they
that's
wanted
honestly what saved
the
us.
protection of
Yeah.
Scottsdale. That's what saved them.
Well, and for those who died, they still got to meet you and fulfill their life dreams. So,
Meeting the big purple man.
yes. So,
Even though Kay is the scariest person I know. I've so far watched Kay one hit kill a dragon and then one hit kill himself. I saw that.
Yeah.
I was
oh,
That's true.
Both are facts.
there. He was all, whoosh, and I'm just like, all right, shit. I'm pretty much dead too.
so you guys are trucking along, getting close to Shadowdale as the countryside turns from more of a dry, rocky kind of soil of closer to the stone lands and the mountains, and it starts to get green, and pretty soon you're riding in just beautiful, like verdant green countryside, and there's scattered farms showing up every once in a while, but it's kind of like Little House on the Prairie stuff, where there's one farm and there isn't another farm for 2 miles and another farm. Strange thing that you notice though, a couple farms you pass, there's you don't see any activity whatsoever. It appears that there is nobody there and there's no livestock.
Well, that seems like a
Bless.
good
That is
sign.
weird.
Yeah. That's
Nothing
Some
to
of you
worry about.
guys, looking around and seeing that some of you guys are pretty injured, I would suggest that we go to one of these buildings and get some rest. Some of you look like you could use it.
that sounds like a wonderful idea.
All
Does it look
right.
like?
I
What's
agree.
that?
Does it look like it also got affected by the lava rain?
No, you're so more in the mountainous areas the lava rain was hitting. You guys have ridden out of that, and it looks like it hadn't swept over this country. You don't see any evidence of the ruin of the vegetation by the lava rain.
If we can, since I feel like I'm pretty healthy compared to some of my companions, I'll take Helion forward and approach the nearest farmhouse and call out.
All right. Let's
And I'll
When I
keep
still,
my eyes looking basically not where Scottsdale is, but like around, like past him, to see if there's anything else going on around that someone might sneak up or something like that.
always makes
uh
me nervous when a map loads. Does anybody else get nervous when a map loads?
Uh-oh.
I just
Oh,
hope
there-
it loads for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you weren't here for that. My laptop I used got reset fully, and now it takes me forever to load maps on Owlbear.
oh no. Let us know when you're loaded up then.
Oh, I'm loaded in now. I was telling
Okay.
Scott Show from last week.
Oh, look at that.
I was watching it. Yeah, like you guys were having whole conversations and stuff.
Look at this. Look at this wonderful map he made. I wonder what he used to make this map.
No. I
Oh.
found this one.
Oh,
I
it looks like
didn't-
the same artwork. So.
It would be. It would totally. This was totally made on the same program, though. Absolutely, it is. Because I've seen all the same stuff. So, um, but I did just go find this one. All right. So, give me perception rolls as you're approaching this farm.
All right. 13 minus 1 is 12. That's pretty good for me.
19.
19. Okay.
Natural
7.
one.
Oh,
The ranger's perception is a natural one. Okay.
14.
14. That's not
I was
bad.
gonna
Not
call
bad.
out anyway, though. So
17 for me.
What'd you get, Dan?
17.
17. So Ara and Nyx and Kay, you guys take note as you're trucking up the long dirt driveway to this place, access road as it were. It is evening, twilight, and
My
let's get
favorite time.
this is the main this is the main house. There is not any light at all coming from it. This is a small shed, no light coming from it. You don't see any people or animals other than one small calf, and he's mooing, kind of. I tell you what, everybody who sees him, you three, give me an animal handling check or nature, whichever one you want.
Should speak.
I got an 8.
You hear mooing.
19.
Okay.
Oh. 11.
Okay. So is that K with the 19?
Yeah.
All right. K, you can tell that this calf is in distress.
Hey everyone, that calf is in distress. I can tell because of my elf ears.
It seems like it's probably because he knows it's going to be dinner, Dromac.
Yeah.
Oh,
It seems like he's tied up and
Did I
everything. I'll go into the
Did I
house.
see a calf?
I mean,
and
That's right, he
the,
didn't see
the
it.
this is the barn, and there is a small flickering light coming from the barn. All right, so go ahead, go.
my experience with small flickering lights, guys, is normally there's a bunch of cultists in there that are going to kill us. So the best thing to do is just go straight in the front door. It really works well
Oh.
for us. Yeah. I mean, unless somebody has a better idea.
Are we really calling a code purple immediately?
No, we can just yell, "Hey, is anybody here?"
That's not a terrible idea. I'm gonna walk over to where the calf is and check on it.
All
And I
right.
just yell to see if anybody's here, and I'll continue going towards the barn without.
I'll go with Kay. I wanted to check on the
Okay,
cat
so
as
hang
well.
on, stop moving, stop moving, hang on, move, and move you back. Hey. R's going with K.
Yep.
You sure you don't want to rename this
Mhm.
Herding Cats?
That's what it is usually. Yeah.
All right. So you guys are heading over to the calf, and you can tell that this calf is really, it's not like so young like it's a newborn, but it still would be with its mother. It's that age. It would be like following the mother around.
So what you mean is it's going to be tender and veal-like is the descriptive terms.
Yes, it would be veal-like if you did something to it. Yes. And its mooing is because it's missing its mother, and you see no other cows around. You do, however, see that there were a lot of like a herd tracks heading out and took off down the road along with a wagon. So Scottsdale gets over there, sees the light, and yells, Scottsdale.
Hello, is anybody here? My
And
name is Welsh from the Company of Dawn. We're commandeering this house.
excellent. And Thurbrand's kind of walking up, kind of
Oh,
head
perfect.
cast
Because as he does, I
down,
look back and go, "Fuck you, Brand."
shaking his head. And as you do that, you guys hear, let's see, how can I describe it here? Music more beautiful than any that you can remember hearing. And it's coming from the barn. And it strikes up. And I need everyone to roll a 20-sided.
Oh yeah. There's no way beautiful music can be wrong, guys.
So what could possibly go wrong?
So 20. Let's go.
Oh, 15. I'll take that.
I have
I don't know what it was
5.
for, but
I was so close doing that one.
15. Scott
So
still
Straight,
got a natural 20.
just a straight roll.
14.
14.
I no,
Uh,
19. Sorry. I forgot how to math.
Is this a saving throw or anything, or is it just a straight
it's a
roll?
straight
Well,
D20, he said.
Oh, okay.
it is a
15.
saving throw. I didn't want to tell you what it was to let you know,
Oh, okay, that's
to
fine. I rolled a
tip.
19.
Okay. Mine's a 15.
Ooh, I'm either really affected or not affected at all.
All right.
In
This could be
extreme,
good or
but we
bad
don't
for
know
you
which one.
guys.
And I'm gonna go with Nyx. All right.
Oh no.
Uh you guys hear that and are like, wow, that's beautiful music. Where's that coming from? And Thurbrand all of a sudden he looks up. He's no longer looking down. He's got this little smile on his face. It's coming from the barn, and you see as you've got Helion and you're reining them in, waiting. These guys at a quick pace go trotting past you. We got to find out what this is, and they're heading for the barn.
Oh no.
This is excellent because I used all my channel divinities that can get rid of being charmed.
Well, if I see my good friend Ninks going, who I trust and value his decision making, I'm gonna look back at Joey. Bark parts! Bring the hug juice! And I'm gonna follow him because Ninks is a good judge of character. He normally does the right thing.
All right.
I'm sure this will be
Oh, it
fine.
definitely
It'll
got
be
dark.
fine. Fine.
No way this can go wrong, guys.
Yeah, transitioning into another map is always a safe thing.
I'm just hoping Dromac follows me with hug juice. Otherwise, I'm the only guy not whatever brainwash weird shit you guys are, and I'm not very bright.
Go ahead. Go ahead and put your guys on the initiative tracker when you get a chance.
Oh
Just
God.
in case.
Oh
I'm
boy.
not saying we'll need it, but
So we're rolling for initiative then?
yes.
All right. Well. Oh wow! Look at that. Got 30.
That's
Oh,
tough.
actually,
Wow.
no. I'm just kidding.
Did you? Oh, I was gonna say, wow.
No, I only have a +2 in mine.
Okay.
I got a 6.
I rolled
Yay.
super
Oh.
Let's
poorly.
go. Thank you, weapon of warning.
So we just, me and Ara at least, because we're not near all of them, we just kind of heard music louder, correct?
Yeah, and so you guys are going to actually trail a little bit behind the rest of the group as you're,
Yeah.
catching up and you're wondering what's going on. You don't see the reactions that our 3 party members have.
And the cow didn't seem hurt. It just seemed like it. Mom.
Just distress.
Yeah, what are
Okay.
you doing with the cow then?
I don't know. Are you any good with animals, Ara?
Mm, I'm okay with animals because I wanted to let it calm down in case it jumps at.
Get those fright hormones out of it before we
Oh,
eat
I
it.
guess me and Ara will work
Okay.
together to try and calm the calf down.
Oh,
Bye.
you guys are gonna
Petting it.
tenderize it and everything?
And then you're gonna calm it and leave it
Wasn't
there?
tasting.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Unless
So
it's like, is it tied up or anything, or does it have
no,
anything on it?
it is
Okay.
not tied up. It is just wandering in this field all by itself, wondering
Oh,
where its parents have gone. Go ahead, one of you roll with advantage and
I have a
give me an
+5. I don't know.
animal handling.
Do you have a +5 to animal? What is your?
no, you roll.
Oh, okay.
You have a better animal handling.
Excellent. 12.
Wow, with advantage with a +5, you get a
I
12.
rolled a 3 and a 7.
Oh, damn.
So it doesn't really calm down, and it stops mooing so loudly, but you can see that it's still very nervous, and it in fact it now follows you. It's still like thinking, like it's agitated looking for its mother, and it's following you to the barn. You can't get it to stop, as a matter of fact.
Oh, shoot.
Is there any like vegetables or anything I can try and give it?
Or
I love
hay.
that you guys are bringing us dinner.
You
You are
would have
good
tried.
party members. You are good party members.
You would have tried all that with your animal handling. You would have given it
Okay, yeah.
food or whatever, or grass, or something from your pack, and it
It's
didn't
just not
work. And
working.
now it's just following you around very sadly. So
Oh,
I'm going to say that
They can't spoil if it stays alive.
Don't worry, I have magic that keeps it alive. We did this with the dragon, remember? Same thing.
I forgot about that.
So these three are the first in, and you next three are right behind, and right behind them is the cow and Ara and Kay, and they walk in with these nice, serene smiles on their faces, and of course, up in the loft, you know what you see: a harpy.
Is
Oh
it a
no.
friendly harpy?
Oh
Yeah.
yes, it's very friendly.
Excellent. I
And
like friendly harpies.
as they walk in her little song, she's like, uh, start dancing and enjoy the music, and you see Nyx pick up Bright Eyes, twirl her around, and start dancing, and Thurbrand is just walking sleepily toward her. And let's go to the initiative here.
I don't know why.
So as Dromac and I come up, like passing the wine flask back and forth, getting ready to party, go.
I thought you were gonna have me morph into the barmaid and just start dancing.
Scott still just closes the barn doors.
It's no longer our problem. Just close them.
I was kidding. That was a joke, guys.
All right. So
I don't like how this one in the corner is invisible and not invisible.
It just keeps flashing in and out of existence.
As a human,
yeah,
that makes me
buddy,
nervous. I know Scott still has no idea it's there.
this one.
Oh, that's every time
Hmm.
he's duplicating them. He's just making more and more and more.
Now that is not true. Don't say that.
Every
I
time
didn't
we
need to
acknowledge
know
it,
that,
some
you
more
dude.
appear.
Keep the magic in it for me, okay? I don't need to know about all you guys' science.
God.
Oh no, there's 50 now. What will we do?
Is this a code purple?
I feel like that absolutely would be. There's 50 of those.
That would
Oh
absolutely.
no.
It's an every man for himself code.
Oh no.
I like mine and Helian's odds in that situation. Helian's a straight up killer. Like, I'm pretty sure he's going to kill one of these guys by himself.
You just have to be faster than the harpy, or your friends.
Yes,
Or both.
just be faster than your slowest friend. All right. It is Dromac's turn. Dromac, that's what you see. You see Thurbrand is like, and you know from years of experience that this is nothing that he would normally be doing. And he looks like he's just gonna walk over to the ladder that goes to the loft and start climbing up. That's what your impression is, and it is your action.
I'm gonna pull out my bow, just kind of walk to the like right to here, and like look into the barn. Do I see anything? Like, do I see the harpy up in the loft?
Oh yeah, you see a harpy up in the loft.
Yeah, then I will just as he's getting ready to he pulls out an arrow and just getting ready to knock a shot. He will shout to everybody else, "Harpies!"
Oh
Is that
God.
bad?
Yes, I think so.
Bad, bad birds.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Do it. So we're going to kill them then.
Yeah, so we're not eating these.
Well,
Just
we'll
as he
talk about
fires.
that after, Dromac.
That was almost a natural one. But luckily it wasn't. 27 to hit.
27 to hit?
Yeah,
Yes.
19 plus 8.
That that's a hit, and it'll do max weapon damage with your arrow. So um to the viewers, I have a home rule that if you exceed what you need to hit someone by 10 or more, your weapon will inflict max damage for that weapon. So if it's a dagger, you're going to do a max of 4. If it's a longbow, you'll do a max of 8. But then everything else you roll for is normal.
13 points of damage done to him then with that shot.
13.
Yeah.
All right.
That doesn't seem right, dude. 8
8
plus
plus 5.
your. What about your bracers of archery? That gives
He
you a
doesn't.
2 to damage.
He doesn't have Hunter's Mark or his Colossal
Is
Slayer.
I don't have
on
Hunter's
either.
Mark or anything like that on it yet.
I think braces of archery just to hit, no?
No, it's to
Yeah, it's
damage,
just
not.
a hit. Just a hit.
Oh, I must be confused. Then I'm sorry, my mistake.
Yeah, you're all good. I think we had this conversation before too, because I was like, "Why is my damage not right?" And you're like, "Oh, it's just a hit."
Okay, there we go. See, there we go. We did have this conversation. I got confused.
And can I
And
also ask Dromac, does it look like they're charmed in any way?
as he's lining up his second shot, I would go, "Yes, definitely. Thoroughbrand's dancing."
Oh God. Oh God. The last time I saw him dancing, he was
Went bald
aglow.
from Raven.
Oh,
Yeah.
He says as he fires his last arrow, his next arrow, which is 22 to hit.
All right, it's a hit.
And I'm going to use Colossal Slayer on this one as well. This one says it's hurt. 1, 2. It's 18 points of damage done to it. Does that hit?
18 points of damage done to it.
And then he's going to cast Hunter's Mark with his bonus action. Because he forgot to do that in the beginning.
He was so shocked by seeing his former leader going dancing that he forgot the #1 ranger rule of doing your
Hunter's
hunter's
Mark.
mark. So
Way
okay,
too
I
shocking.
will go ahead and mark you guys down so you're concentrating with
We'll
hunter's
do
mark.
the D100 roll as well.
Oh yes, thank you.
Ooh.
Magical chaos, people.
Here we
This
go.
isn't good.
Live it,
31.
love it.
You better not fireball me.
31.
Well, maybe it's a good thing that you didn't cast this before you shot your arrows. So let's count our blessings.
Our blessings or
31.
EM's blessings?
Well, the spell goes off. It actually functions.
Oh no, that's even worse.
really
Roll a
functions.
10-sided for me.
All right. Number 6.
All right. And you have successfully targeted Scottsdale. He is marked for hunting.
Does Scott still know this?
I don't think he does. I don't think it's a visible thing. I think you're the one who knows that you have him lined up.
All right. That'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Whoops. All right. So we need to figure out who's got the best decks.
18.
18. What do you
So,
got, Scottsdale?
that's mine. 18.
Oh, Scottsdale's 18K.
Four-
What was it?
14.
14. Okay, you just cut out just a little bit on us there. All right, Scottsdale, you are up.
Okay. Hearing my Dromac let me know that we have to kill these harpies because they're very bad. She said she's up in the raptors. Like, how high is she?
So there's a loft that basically takes up this whole half of the upper level of the barn, and this is all open. So this goes about 25 feet up, and about half that distance, maybe a little bit more, is where this loft starts from here back.
And we're gonna try and ride Helion under the loft, and I'm gonna try and jump and grab it.
Whoa!
Let's
All
go.
right. So give me a animal handling with advantage
All right,
because
Helion.
Helion is good.
He's pretty BA. 15 is a good one.
Oh yeah,
A
he
15.
He navigates around our dancing couple and a whimsical Thurbrand and gallops right up easily for you to make your vault off of the saddle. Give me acrobatics.
Uh,
Or you know what? I'll say athletics too, either one.
uh, 16.
Oh yes.
Alright.
You vault from the saddle and you land up in the hay of the loft right next to the harpy.
Perfect. So then for my first attack, as I'm now within range of her, I'd like to grapple her.
Okay. Make a strength roll.
13 and 20.
Ooh, that's not good for the harpy.
This one's all right. So you said she was about 25 feet up, correct?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I have a 17, so yes, you have the harpy grappled.
For my second attack, I would like to drag her to the edge and attempt to move her into the full pin position.
All right, so you're gonna put her right up against the edge of
I'm
the
going to grab
loft.
her. So I have her. If I get her in the full pin, her movement gets dropped to 0, which means if she's flying, I break her wings down. And I'm going to drop her 25 feet to the ground.
Okay.
If I get her, only if I win this one, though, because I have to move her to the pin position.
All right.
19! Let's go! Plus 7.
Oh,
26.
I
Thoroughbrand, you'll remember this one, baby.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh boy.
So
oh God.
I wasn't actually I was gonna actually have her be able to like coast down without taking damage. Not really movement, but just being able to like a bird's instinct to save itself. But because of um, your great roll and her terrible roll, I'm gonna say that works. Go ahead and
Grappler feet, guys. Let's go.
roll a 8-sided for her falling damage.
Hey, let's go. Plus, I'm super strong. I like to think I'm really pushing her face into the ground.
Did you go with her, or did you just drop her over
Oh
the edge?
yeah, she's got all of me on top of her. I'm
Oh,
still holding her in full restraint.
give me an athletics roll just to make sure that you aren't going to take any damage from this.
That's 7 to 7 is 14.
Okay, all right. So yeah, you go over, land on her, and I'm going to give your bonus strength damage, which is what 4, 5, 4.
Okay.
And you've got her pinned down there on the regular floor now.
So she's in restraint, guys. So all of you get advantage when you're attacking her, and that will end my turn.
All right, and she makes her concentration and keeps singing. All right, so it's her turn. Um,
She can attempt to move from pin back
yeah,
if she wants, but it's a 2-stage thing, so
yep.
she'll move from pin to grapple if she wants.
She's not gonna try to break it. She's just gonna try to bite you for disadvantage. She can't do anything with her claws because you've got her wings and claws wrapped up. But she has a mouth that has fangs, and she's just gonna try to bite down on your arm as you're holding her.
And my AC is 19 because I did not draw either of my weapons before I did this, so I don't
All
have my dual
right,
wielding bonus.
19. Uh, she's got a 14, and harpies bite is a +3, so she misses. And all right. the stall kicks. Whoops, the stall kicks open, and you guys realize that there is no animals in this barn. It should have animals. It smells like animals. You can see there's evidence animals have been here recently, but you don't see any animals at all, which strikes you a bit odd. Uh, the harpy flutters forward and says to Bright Eyes, "I'm gonna cut in on this." And she turns to Thurbrand and starts dancing. And Nyx has a new partner,
Oh gosh.
and
Oh
she
no.
is embraces you with both of her arms, and you don't even mind the uh, tight feeling on your back as her hands grip you tightly. What's your AC, Nyx?
15.
All right, with advantage because you're charmed. Yep, she gets a claw in there. Um,
Oh no.
claw. We got 2d4 for 7 points, and she lays her head on your shoulder, and you're like, oh, what a nice dance partner, and gives you a nice little chomp for 4 points. You can make a wisdom saving throw at this point.
Alrighty. Oh, that's probably not gonna pass. Wisdom 6.
6. All right. No, you think this is the best dance you've ever had. Yep. That's wonderful. All right. It is Nyx's turn.
I was
Uh
gonna say I didn't get to go.
oh, I passed Kay. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Kay, you're up.
So I am gonna, with my 35 feet of movement, run up to here and pull out my rapier and stab this harpy that's on X.
Okay.
Well, attempt to at least. I don't think an 8 hits, does it?
No, an 8 is gonna miss.
With my bonus action, I'm going to attempt to summon a spiritual weapon.
Okay. Magical chaos.
Here we go.
Go.
Could possibly go wrong.
35.
35. Well, look at that. Not only does the spell function normally, but your spell slot is not consumed.
Wow.
None of the material components are consumed. Everything's fine.
Because it is a spiritual weapon, gets to, where is this? Be up for 10 rounds. Because it
Nice.
has this awesome thing, I will attempt to attack this one right here because Scottsdale seems to have the other one under control.
All right.
Hey, stop playing around and just kill this thing.
So let's see. Got a spell attack roll, so it should should +8, so I rolled a 15.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
It's 8 plus my spellcasting modifier, so that is 6 damage.
And tell everyone again, because I think this could be the first time our audience is hearing about your spiritual weapon, what it looks like from your goddess.
Oh yeah, it's Mace of Salune, which is a very traditional looking mace for the most part, except for it has the different phases on it.
I'm sorry, how much damage was it, Kay?
6.
6. All right. And you hit her, and she she looks at you. You can tell she's looking at your elven ears, and she hisses, knowing that you are going to be immune mostly to her charms. And uh, is your turn done?
Uh, yes, that would be my turn.
All right. And she's like, "Sisters, assist me."
God.
Oh, I
Now for the
forgot. I have
party.
advantage against being charmed. I forgot about that.
We're elves.
And two of them fly up and flank you. And uh, they're hissing things about what they're gonna do to your uh, elven ears after they pluck out your elven eyes, and all kinds of nasty manner of stuff that they're telling you that they're going to do.
That is
What's your ACK?
How rude.
8,
8.
18.
18. Why? There it is. All right. So we'll attack twice with each of them. One hit, one miss, and 2 misses. Well, that's not bad. 5 points of damage. She rakes you for 5 points of damage, and
I
that.
am more on death's door now.
Uh-oh. He's looking bad, people. All right. So now it's Nyx's turn. Nyx, tell us how tell us how you're dancing. Give us your dance moves right now.
Am I allowed to let Ara go first?
We rolled the same initiative.
Um, who's got the higher dex?
Uh, Probably Nyx. Nyx
Yeah,
first
Okay.
then.
mine's 18.
Yep. So
Mine's
Nyx,
lower than that.
Okay.
Nyx is going first.
Oh, dance moves, huh?
Yeah.
I wish we could
I'm
see
kind
them.
of just like, oh, see, I was having more fun when it was Bright Eyes because my character can't dance whatsoever, so he was
Uh,
kind of like letting her like lead the way a little bit. At this point, it's just kind of like he's
Hey,
just trying to
technically, you're
figure
having
out.
more fun now, buddy.
I
Getting
mean,
a little
at
kinky
this
over
point,
there.
he's
Getting a little
just
love
trying
nibbles.
to he's just trying to go with whatever like rhythm their song is. He's dancing pretty awkwardly, but he's just trying to keep up.
Oh, everybody sees this incredibly graceful guy who is like totally dexterous all the time, and he's like, instead, he's like looking at his feet, and he's got a big smile on his face as blood streams from his back from these big scratches. But um, he's looking at his feet, and he's like counting his steps: 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep,
1, 2, 3,
exactly.
while he's trying to smile. At the end of your turn now, you can try to make another saving throw at disadvantage, Dan.
Alrighty. Disadvantage. Oh boy.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Disadvantage, huh?
Yep.
Oh, that was close. I got a 10.
Oh, you just missed. You continue to dance. You're loving it.
Ugh.
This is like the best. And in fact, the harpy notices. Um, Nergal notices that you aren't a very good dancer, and she's offering she's to teach you how to dance, my love, and she's giving you lessons right now
Oh,
as you guys are
absolutely.
twirling and really digging it. Ara, you are up.
Real quick, did she leave my melee range? Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Okay.
And mine.
Well, I guess technically it's only when she leaves of her own and she's kind of being whisked around by Dan, so
Okay.
I'm going to say no.
Okay, that's fair.
Whoops.
Okay, Ara, you are up.
Okay, so I go inside and then I cast, not really cast, but I play my drums and I'm supposed to do counter charm. Like I cast counter charm.
Whoa, nice.
So
All right.
counter charm, it basically, wait for a as an action you can perform until the end of your next turn. During that time, you and any friendly creatures within 30 feet that can hear you gain advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. So everyone
All
has
right.
advantage.
Damn, that takes 2 turns, but that's powerful.
That is nice.
She's like,
I
she's
get
like,
I get triple advantage.
Yes,
I
yes.
got
Exactly.
advantage.
So everybody who's charmed is going to have advantage on their next save, thanks to Ara. Very good. Anything with your bonus action you want to do?
I give one bardic inspiration to Nyx. I'm like,
Oh,
Nyx, be safe. Jesus Christ.
you're like watching him be eaten and smiling, like, you really need help, buddy.
Please don't die.
Mm-mm. All right. Um. Oh, I didn't put. I got to put Thurbrand. My bad. Oh, a 2. Where is he? There he is. And I got to get Bright Eyes on here as well. Whoops, that's not Bright Eyes. There she is. All right, so actually, she would have gotten her save before the advantage happened. So she's like because she's like a young middle teen kind of gal. She's standing on Thurbrand's feet, looking up into his eyes. It looks like, like typical wedding kind of dance deal with the young girl, and she's looking dreamily up into Thurbrand's eyes as they dance. And let's see if she can make her save. Oh, and she snaps out of it at the end, and she's like, What's going on?" But her turn is done. But you can tell she's revived. Thurbrand goes, and he gets to have advantage. And it doesn't matter. So they're going to
Oh
do a
my
little
gosh.
strength, a little strength versus strength here, and an 18 for Thurbrand plus 4 plus 3, so a 25. And oh yeah, a 6. So you can see at this point, uh, as he's twirling Bright Eyes around with a big happy grin, he's like, "Oh, come on, enjoy the song," and she's like hitting him, not trying to injure him, but to batter him to get away, but he's not letting go. And it is Raven's turn. Uh, She is going to try to cast a magic missile spell. What could go
What could
wrong? A
possibly go wrong?
simple spell like that.
Happy I'm behind her.
Spell functions normally. All
Oh,
right.
My God.
And she's going to nail this one. Ooh, not great rolls. Not terrible, I should say. Whoops. All right, so she hits this one with 3 magic missiles. And all right, we are.
Gosh.
Ara, what's your passive perception?
My passive 14.
Okay. You feel a little bit of wind at your back as you're playing your instrument, and you
God.
turn just in time to see the last harpy swoop out from behind some big bales of hay, coming to attack you, trying to disrupt your song.
Oh God.
What is your armor class, Ara?
15. I still have my
15.
tattoo on.
Very good. Ooh, 1 hit. And +3, 2 hits. Oh no. So it's a total. So she claws you and hits you with a club with her other hand, and you take a total of 12 points of damage.
Oh God. And then I scream in pain. Ah.
Are you still up?
Mm.
Okay. And that is the end of the first round. So we are back to the top. Dromac, you see all this going down. What do you do?
He's gonna stay in where he's at, but he's gonna use his bonus action to shift the hunter's mark off of Scottsdale and put
Mhm.
it on. Is Log Hill dancing with anybody?
No, they are they've flanked Kay because they've identified him as an elf, and they're just viciously raking at him with their claws and bites.
Okay, so neither Caesar or Log Hill are like actually holding K.
No,
Okay, I'll put it on Caesar then, because since they're already hurt.
go for it. You don't need to roll. You can just shift it.
Alright. That way I don't kill Scottsdale. Uh,
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot Caesar then.
I'm gonna give you advantage.
Okay. Oh, that'll be 27 to hit. I
That
rolled a
is
16 and a 19.
yep, that's a max arrow damage there.
8. That'll be 8. 8 plus 2d8. I'm using Colossus Slayer on it as well. And so that'll be 13 plus the 8 then. 22 points of damage into it then.
Wow.
With that hit.
That was a big shot. All right.
Somebody in chat did want to try and use something, by the way, Brad.
What are they saying?
They're trying to use a psychic calm for the weather.
Psychic calm. Go ahead and do your next attack while I read this, Dromac.
Will do. Does this one have advantage as well, or just straight attack?
You have advantage, yep.
Okay. Oof. I don't think this is gonna hit. 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 to hit.
Oh, you need a 13.
I went from 16 to 19 to 4 and 3.
All right.
Brings me into
So
my turn.
yeah, it barely scrapes off of her shoulder, and yeah, we have all of a sudden a feeling of calm just comes over everyone. In the night, you hear crickets start chirping, and you guys start to feel all the aggression just being taken away from you. And Kay, give me, I know you have a really high passive perception, but give me a perception roll.
Anyone?
Okay. Ara, give me a perception roll.
Oh, you're muted.
I got 22.
Ooh. And Scottsdale and Nix, both of you guys give me a perception roll.
$24.
Dang, you guys are on fire.
5.
Oh, well.
5. All right.
I'm focused on an ass kicking right now.
The three of you that made it with your 20s, just quick pop over with me in the whisper channel for one quick second. We'll be right back.
Is Mike there? Guess not.
Oh, did we
Those
lose
guys
somebody?
I know
They
that-
all went to the
that-
whisper channel.
Yeah. You're gonna go tell secrets.
Yeah.
Right.
What should we do since we're gonna be the only survivors?
I know. I think we should open a restaurant.
Yeah, I think that's good. We'll call it green and purple.
We'll open a restaurant. We'll just drink and eat.
I like it.
We have enough
Very,
money
like, wild
now.
game. Yep, you're not wrong.
Oh, let's see here.
Doesn't take much in D&D to live a good life.
Hey, Dan. Or no, Dan's. You. I don't know if you were paying attention, Dan. Did he tell Brad about the chat use redeem control weather?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we're working on now.
That's
Yep.
what he's
Gotcha.
doing. He was
Oh,
working
okay.
how to. Yeah, he was working how to incorporate it.
Gotcha.
Yep. All right. So, they all kind of just they're still, obviously they would want to kill you guys, and especially Scottsdale as you get off the one that you're grappling. But since no one right now is in this mood for fighting due to this calm that comes over everyone, they just kind of say, we'll see you another time, and they fly up through the loft and out the hay baling window in the back.
I mean, you guys could stay and party still. We don't have to fight. Dromac, you got that wine still?
Yeah.
You'll see Nick he'll shapeshift into one of the harpies. And he just kind of like looks up, and you just kind of hear him like quietly under his breath be like, "But I wanted to learn how to dance."
This moment.
We'll
That was
dance
real-
again.
That was awkward, guys. But I'm gonna feed my horse.
And then Ira is just standing in place and ask, and like she looks shocked, and I ask people like, did anyone see what I saw with the harpies just now, or was I just hallucinating?
Oh yeah,
Do I
there are
remember
harpies.
because I was charmed the whole time? Like, what do I remember of that? Like,
You
what is
remember
it?
all of it.
Okay.
It's not uncommon for people to run away from us. Dromac, why didn't you shoot them in the spine, though? That's how Dromac normally solves all things when people run away from us.
You just see kind of Dromac stand there with Remy on his shoulder, being like, I don't know, very
Blame me.
calm right now.
Second thought, why did I stop hitting that person? Or that harpy? I don't understand that either. Normally, when I'm hitting them, I don't stop until they're dead.
Maybe we're
Nick's-
all a little
Nix
dead.
just walks over as a harpy and just is like, what are you guys talking about?
I did want
There's
to try
another
and
one.
eat. As I see him, I'm like, I did really want to try and eat a harpy, though.
They're kind of tough, stringy.
What did we come over here for again?
But we still have this cow to eat. So,
I still have that
guess-
one
Supposed
hunter's
to
mark, don't I?
Rest. Can
yeah, we should sleep in this barn, honestly, and eat this cow.
Mhm.
You have plenty of provisions.
Uh, so we should smoke some jerky, too, make some ribs. I mean,
Singing steaks.
Tears will stop eating every animal.
So, Ara had a question for you guys. I think you missed it. Go ahead, Ara, repeat it.
Oh, I was like, did anyone notice what happened to the harpies?
Left.
Like, I'm very calm, but like my eyes are just like wide-eyed.
Do you mean the eyes?
Mm-hmm. You saw that too, or was I hallucinating?
Well,
I saw it too.
I was very up close and personal with one, so
Oh God.
I'll go over and
Oh,
smell
God.
Ninks. You want me to go? You want me to go track him down?
I'm sure we'll see them again.
What does
But
that
for
mean, though?
I mean, I'll kind of look at the people who aren't chiming up about it and just be like, for those who didn't notice, they had skulls in their eyes.
I had no idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that-
wonderful.
Is that a bad thing?
Urkel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Unless it's Bane. If it's Bane, then we have to go kill them. It's like a whole thing.
Well, I
Oh.
mean, Merkel is alongside Bane. You know, he's one of the three.
I mean, do you really want to give me more gods to want to go kill? I mean, I feel like you're really pushing for more than we can handle.
Are you saying you can't handle another god to kill? Because that's very Scottsdale like of you.
I mean, of course, I'm worried about you guys. Just like I look directly at Thoroughbrand, like I told all of his friends, none of them are gonna survive. Now,
I don't think we have an option. I believe Merkel is involved with Bane one way or the other.
all right then.
Oh, yeah, Richard, you weren't here, but when we did meet that image of Merkel, it was very clear that he knew our names and he knew our purpose.
Well, with that new enlightenment, I pull out my book, my giant book that says list. Ugh.
Add a god's name to the list.
Number 7.
Should we just inform him
Mercurial.
of the third of the trio just pour at it while he's in the writing mood?
Oh God.
Have we encountered the third yet?
No.
Okay.
Dromac would look at Kay and go, "Oh, you're a holy man. Is there anything we can do to keep Merkel from watching our backs at every turn?"
I would assume I don't know anything about trying to keep a god from watching you, really.
Don't be afraid, Dromac.
No, you don't have an idea at all, as far as I know.
No. I
I'm
would,
gonna look
yeah,
at I'm gonna look at Dromac while he's talking about this. You're a champion of who are you? Mercury? Not Merkel, but who is it?
Maliki.
Maliki, thank you. You're champion of Maliki. Why are you scared?
Oh, I am not scared, but the best hunters hide in the shadows.
We can't die. These guys.
Oh, we can die. We
No,
can
we're
very much
champions
die.
of our god, bro. If we die, we just come back. Use your pendant.
I didn't get a pendant. I got a Remy. And he says as he scratches my head.
When he says he didn't get the pendant, I'll be like, touch my gauntlets and kind of step back a little, like, oh, okay, adjust my cloak, like, you didn't come prepared. All right, fair enough.
Mm,
I just pet Remy on the head like I didn't get a pendant. I got a Remy.
I got a welcome kit, so I thought everybody got one. That's my mistake. Chosen of the gods welcome kit. My bad.
Oh, you're higher the MLM than I am. I was bought in by someone a little bit lower.
For the chat room, I'm playing Scottsdale, our Asimir Barbarian Zealot, champion of tier. That's where all the deity talk is coming from.
I'm not even chosen.
He's like, I want to get chosen. Let's go to a waterfall or something.
yeah, Joe Mac didn't get the swag bag that Scott still started with, so.
Then I will volunteer for first watch because my friends do not look good.
Should we maybe
All right.
not rest in the place we just got attacked? Maybe move to the
Yeah,
house?
I agree with this. I say go to the house and fortify the house.
Guys, if we go to the house, Thoroughbrand's probably going to die. Let's just stay. If they come back, I'll kill them. It's cool.
Just remember, if they go outside, Brad, the weather effect.
Yep.
I don't know. I didn't hear
Oh,
that from the
no.
deities, though. I'm still arguing to stay inside with the lunch they brought us.
So, yeah, I'll read this because you guys felt the effect of the weather outside, the calming, but you when you walk out, this is what you see. The clouds, simmering light rain of diamond gems are falling down, and this is the reason why you guys you reason that you are feeling this incredible calm that's come over you and everyone in the area.
It's actually raining diamonds.
Money is falling down.
It's like it's not actual diamonds, but it's like diamond looking as they fall from the sky.
Oh.
Okay.
I
They're
say
like the
Dromax about to open
little.
up his bag and just hold it open.
It's
Oh,
the
second
little
thought,
crystals.
guys. Let's go outside.
It's the little crystals you put in the bottom of a fish tank. That's what it is.
There you go.
Oh.
What do those hurt?
Would he know any difference though?
I mean, they'll still hurt, but they're plastic, not diamond.
I just
Fair enough.
I just found a weather effect on the same thing for D&D weather, and it's called Firestorm.
Give them
Oh
ideas.
boy.
35 mile per hour winds, and you have to have a DC save of 15 in order to stay where you're at if you're small.
Wow. All right. First watch.
I'll take
you
it
wanna
with you,
take first?
Scottsdale.
Okay, all right. Kay's my buddy.
Kay and Scott still are taking it.
Yeah.
And
Whenever
then
I know I'm in trouble as soon as I see Kay walk over to me too. I'm just gonna instantly come on.
Kay, the cow is following you everywhere.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
Oh,
good.
You are now its mother.
we're gonna bond over
You're
late night
now its mother.
hamburgers. Hey, I like it.
Steak.
Richard, why don't you roll me a 10-sided?
Absolutely. Come on, boys. Natural 1. 5.
All right. So everyone has the benefit of a short rest as our first watch in the long rest concludes, and you don't see anything menacing whatsoever.
During that first watch, I'm going to have a talk with Scottsdale.
Okay, go ahead.
If that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, how are you feeling after the the magical thing?
How are you guys feeling? Has the full moon passed since I told them, or just been a couple days, right?
No,
Okay. Are you guys all cursed now?
not that I know of.
I feel like you should ask your deity about that, because if you are, I have to kill you guys.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not cursed. I haven't had any reason, haven't had anything happen. I mean, I saved Bright Eyes. I think how you said it's like if you get paid, you have to get paid or something, right?
And
Well, I saved Bright Eyes. I saved Bright Eyes and I turned it. So I think I'm
Speaking of that, Thoroughbrand owes me money in the morning for saving his life.
good.
Even though technically it wasn't
Yeah.
me, I'm just gonna see if I can get some money out of him because
Well, you know. I, so the only thing is that some people, well, basically everyone in the party, obviously, about curse now.
I mean, it was embarrassing for me, you guys.
Well, I think,
I don't like when it goes off on its own like that.
yeah. Well, here's the problem: is that I don't know how much you can tell or are comfortable, but there are several people who are very worried about the fact that you're a creature, you
Yeah.
have this curse, and some party members are fine with it and they know it, and I
It's
know
easy
you
to
don't want.
catch.
Yeah,
Like anybody can get that.
I think a lot of people would really be helpful if you explain it to them if you're allowed to, or do something to at least calm them because several people are very worried, and I don't want them to take more drastic action because I know you could stop them and kill them, but I don't want you to have to kill people
No, I don't want you. It's my job.
party.
Yeah.
So if you can just at least say something about what's going on or try to talk to everyone and let them know because there's several people who are really worried. And like it makes sense. Like I'm not worried because I've dealt with were creatures all the time. I know you're cool, and everyone knows you're good. It's just they're worried when you turn into that creature it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
just kind of what's
that was
going
the
on.
first time I turned into it around my friends.
Yeah.
Normally when that happens, I go off on my own because it's embarrassing. And I didn't eat you, so that was a positive for me. We're learning about this together.
Yeah.
This is new for me. Um,
Well,
and
and no, go ahead.
if we can find out how to get rid of this, I'm for that because the sense of smell is cool, but the rest of it is really inconvenient.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I feel bad because like I've known so many were creatures. I've known a lot of were creatures done a really good job, and helped people. And you've clearly helped someone. You helped someone the other night.
Save that
You
lady.
saved a
She didn't even
life.
say thank you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you did kind of growl at her really loud, so
I,
it's probably.
I was telling her to run away.
Yeah. Well, see, I kind of understood what you were doing, but most people don't really, deal with creatures of the night all that much. It's kind of like a neat thing. But like, it's
Speciesisms
just,
out there.
yeah. So, but I just hope this doesn't cause any more problems with other because I don't want people to see you in a bad light because
Yeah, no,
it's
I was
not
sent here to
you
help
and
everybody, and
yeah.
it's super inconvenient.
So
Um,
I think
all
maybe
right.
just because no one seems to have turned into any creature, the curse does not seem to pass on to anyone.
Maybe he was lying. I
I mean, bad guys lie. What can I say?
I feel like I'm gullible too. Like people tell me
No,
things.
you're a smart guy.
pe-
I'm
come on,
trying to be
people
just.
tell me
I'm trying to
stuff.
deceive him. I'm attempting to deceive him.
I definitely won't even know.
You're gonna deceive him that he's not gullible?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll deception.
All right. Let's see. 9.
Oh,
Okay,
I rolled an 18.
Scott, still give me a charisma check, ability
Uh,
check.
18.
Oh, all right. Uh, you think he might be patronizing you a little bit?
Well, normally I'd smash somebody for that, but I watched him kill a dragon, so I'm gonna let that slide.
All right. Who's taking second watch?
I guess I can take second watch.
All
Yeah,
right.
so I'll help. I'll take it with him. Help him out.
All right. Nix, go ahead and roll a 10-sided.
3.
3. All right. Uh, it's like the middle of the night, and you guys hear what sounds like a herd of sheep moving along the road.
I might go look at Nick and go. Go check that out.
Sounds like cheap, but sure.
Looking out the
He's
window?
yeah, he's gonna look out the window.
Sure. You open up the shutter and you look out, and sure enough, it looks like a family of three with about 40 head of sheep, and they're moving them east down the road in the direction that you were traveling.
He's Dromac relays that. He looks at Nix and goes, should I go warn them about the harpies just in case?
Yeah, that could be a good idea. But who moves sheep at like the middle of the night? Isn't that kind of weird?
It's different, but at the same time, maybe it's because the whole weather phenomenon.
Hmm.
Just keep an eye out on me. See if they attack me, well, wake everybody.
Yeah. If you go, I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, Dromek would like put Remy on Nix's shoulder, pat him on the head, tell him to stay, and walk out to like the people, holding his hands up, in a gesture of
Sure.
I'm not here to hurt or attack.
Yep, they've
I-
got lanterns and they're walking down the street and they're herding their sheep and you come walking out. Let me just make a roll just to see what their reaction is gonna be.
I would just
Kill a half orc.
I'd look at Remy with the look that like I don't move my head. I just kind of like just gently like look with my eyes, and I'm just kind of like, why is there a rat on my shoulder now? He's very just kind of like, okay, this is happening now.
They
I just
look
like
a
to
little.
imagine Remy.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I just like to imagine Remy just standing there, like watches Dromac go away, looks at Nix and just waves hi, like hi.
Hello. Toodaloo. All right, so you come walking up, and yeah, they are initially a little startled to see a large warrior half orc coming out of the night, but they see that you are hands are empty and showing them that you mean no harm. They got it, so they don't run away or anything.
I say me and my party of adventurers were camped out not too far. We were just recently attacked by harpies. I just wanted to come out and give you guys warning to watch the skies.
And the wife looks at the husband and he's like, ah. She's obviously got fear in her eyes, and he says, well, thank you for the warning. We're doing our best to make it to Shadowdale. We'll keep an eye out.
All right.
And he's like, come on,
Yeah.
son, keep 'em moving.
Nods and yeah. Do they look like hungry at all, or like malnourished or anything?
No, they look like sturdy Dale land farmers. So you know that the Dales are, especially Shadowdale, is made up of a lot of hardworking farm folk, and these look like them. They're all very sturdy and well built.
And yep, he just kind of nods and he just goes, Maliki, guide and protect you. He says he nods and just turns and starts walking back towards the house.
Uh, the woman looks a little surprised at you saying that, and then she smiles a nice smile and says, "Thank you."
He just turns around, he gives a smile and a nod and continues on his way. He goes back in the house and puts his arm out for Remy to hop up quick back on him.
And which he does. And your rest of your watch goes without incident. Third and final watch, who wants to take it?
I'll take it.
Okay, you and Thurbrand?
Hmm.
All right. Cat, roll me a 10-sided.
Is a 7.
A 7, all right. Everything seems to go well during your watch. Nothing interrupts you. And Thurbrand initiates no conversation whatsoever. Once the rain stopped and the cool weather effect ended, that really kind of gave him a little bit of peace. He went back to his very solemn long face.
Is it possible since I only need 4 hours of sleep, that I could have woken up at some point in the night to talk to them too, knowing that they were on the last shift?
Yeah, you would actually have 2 hours of this last shift that you could be up and talking to him. Yep.
Okay, well, I'll wake up then and go over and talk to them.
Okay.
And I just saw Thurbrand's face, and I asked him, "Why the long face, Thurbrand?"
He says, this isn't for me. He says, I'm not one to take on gods. I don't want the attention of the gods. This is not my mission. I think I think when we reach Shadowdale, I think I'm cutting out. You can stay. He turns to both of you. I'll release you from the dawn if you wish, but this is not what I'm here for. I don't want this. I don't want the attention of Merkel.
Okay. Can we still use the name of the company we done though?
Oh yeah, he's got the charter of your company, and he's going to get you into Shadowdale with it, but then um, he's going to depart. So
Okay. All right. Um. Well, for me, this has been the most fun. Well, we had fun in the company of Dawn, but dealing with gods seems kind of fun too. So I think I'll
he
stay with the party.
he respects your decision. He looks at UK.
Yeah, I mean, we are both, pretty young, so it's understandable. You're getting up there in age, Thoroughbrand. I know you want to be dealing with us young folk, but I do want to thank you for everything you've done for me and allowing us to join you even at our young age and having such great times and so many great adventures with both of us. And I mean, you're the reason I met Ara, and I consider her a dear friend. I consider you a good friend. Um, and I understand why you wouldn't want to do this. So personally, I don't necessarily love the idea of fighting these gods, but I think it's something that we appear to be called to do. Something I'd like to lead with for everything you've meant to me, and to us as part of this company of Dawn. And in remembrance of everyone, is I'd like to give you my green dragon scale.
Oh,
Oh,
he's touched, and he says, well, he says, I really appreciate it, and I loved having you as a member of the company. And for a little while, he's a little less morose for a brief time. But as the mind starts working, he thinks about all the people that he's lost. It starts to go sour for him again, and you can tell he just really wants to get his part over with and move on.
You're making me feel really bad.
Uh,
I have really ridden that guy hard.
and then I kind of wrap my arm around Thurbrand and I tell him like I'll still write letters and stories about our adventures to the company though.
I'll
I'm
And
sit
very
down.
thankful.
Oh,
he laughs and he says, uh, "Well, I'm sure the bards will be singing of your tales. I won't need to hear any letters." And he claps you on the shoulder.
I'll sit
Ah.
down and put my arm around him and be like, I'm not gonna write.
And that's why I will write for K as well. It's personalized from me, Thurbrand. I will
Very
be one
good.
of them. I want to be a well-known bard.
So in the morning, as everyone gets a long rest, reset
Right.
all of your skills and your slots and healing and everything. And as you guys are heading into,
Before we
uh,
leave, I'm going to talk to the party.
yeah,
Because
go ahead.
Kay told me to. Okay. When we wake up, I'm going to gather you guys. Hey, so Kay told me that it's safe for me to tell you guys what happened. Some of you are familiar with me, Dromac, Ninx. Some of you, we met under the not best circumstances. Although, Ara, you did give me your horse for no reason, so that was awesome. Thank you. Um, But long story short, I came here to help you guys, help this party of adventurers. That's all I knew for such a long time. And slowly over time, together with Kay's help and Ara's, we've discovered my past and that I'm an Esmerian and where I come from and stuff. But what we haven't really talked about is how I got cursed. When I first arrived, I was a lot more rush into danger and not think about the consequences to everybody around me. And I was so confident in my powers because I was a superior being that I was a bit cocky. And I was killing this one wizard in a particularly hilarious and savage way by smashing.
Necromancer.
See if I could. Necromancer, thank you. See if I could push his head through this wall. And, you know, he was not happy about it, and I was laughing about it. And I think Neeks, you even came by and stabbed him once and was laughing about it, like, it was a good time.
Yep.
Anyway, he kept trying to curse me, and I was like, haha, I'm a champion of Tyr. You can't curse me. But I kept trying and trying at night when I was sleeping. And, well, long story short, guys, I'm not invulnerable. I think we all found that out with the Hill Giants. And he cursed me, okay? So he said, if I told anybody about this, though, you'd all be cursed. So if any of you are now cursed, you know, I'm going to have to watch that. I don't want you guys going out and doing bad things, you know? And Dromax says never eat people. That's pretty much it. So, yeah. Now I have to charge people money to save them. It's really inconvenient, and I hate it.
I had noticed some odd patterns with your interest in money all of a sudden, but that would explain it.
It's so... I don't even care about money. Like, I never cared about it for years. And now I have to, like, have two separate gold pouches. Like, it's really inconvenient, guys. And I can't even count great. So, like, I don't even... like, honestly, guys, I just take everything you guys give me and I just, like, drop it in my pouches. Like...
Okay, and then upon hearing this, Ara just crosses her arms in front of her and like goes in front of Scottsdale and then looks up to him like really close and goes like, "How can I be assured that you won't attack us in this were form?"
Their eyes are closed. And then that's all I'm going to do. I didn't eat K. That's all I could tell you. I had an opportunity to eat K, but I did not.
That's
This is true. I was unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, ready for the picking.
I only ate the were creature because I'm allowed to eat those. Dromax said I can't eat humans. It's an awkward thing.
So were creatures are a gray area then?
What?
Makes sense to me.
When I'm in my werecat form, when I kill something, I eat it. It's what I do.
I couldn't hear what you said, Dan. You cut out a little, or you
Uh,
went like robotic.
Yeah, I said so. So were creatures are a gray area because you know they're kind of people, but not.
Well, okay, so here's an example that may or may not make you feel better, Aura. You guys remember when that one guy got away and was like running through the woods? And I was like, hey, don't worry, guys, I'll catch him. Like, whatever you hear, don't come in the woods. And you guys were all like, okay. That ring a bell?
Yeah.
Yes.
I absolutely ate that guy. I 100%. I tracked him through the woods. It was pretty cool. I jumped out of a tree, and I 100% ate him.
But he was
But
a
he
bad
was
guy.
a really bad guy, and I feel like that has to be okay. He was a follower of Bane.
Okay. And in my head, I'm just like, okay, so you can control yourself in this form, but I'm still watching you, Scottsdale. And then I move
Get
back
rid of it.
slowly.
Please help me. Like, do you want it? Can I pass this off to you?
No,
Oh.
but we'll help you break this curse, but I'm still watching you.
Well, please
And I
help me
slowly
break
move
this
back.
curse. I'll
Okay,
offer
I'll
her
help
one of
you.
my fancy Minotaur cups.
Oh,
That's one of my prized possessions. That's all I got.
okay. I will accept it and I'll say, okay, I'll help you, but I'm still watching you.
Nice.
All
Sorry.
right.
Sorry you don't have 1K. I only had 4. And Ninx and Dromac and I have all of them.
It is fine. I am not much of a drinker anyway.
I like to feel like they're super fancy, but Dromac and I just literally carry them at our belts. Like Electrum and gems and all just bouncing around on our belts.
They're scratched on one side from just riding like that.
And we just have
Right.
Raven continually magically clean them for us. At
Polish
huge
them up.
risk to the world. We don't care.
Use Raven like a dishwasher.
I've done it so many times.
All right. So, as you guys are approaching Shadowdale, you see more and more signs that the road has shown heavy use recently from both carts and animals and even humans and humanoids all seem to be heading into Shadowdale. This picture that I put up for you, you guys are coming in from this side over here. You see that?
Yes, sir.
Um,
I'll just put this party token down, guys.
there you go. This river here is the Ashaba. This is the village of Shadowdale, and around it are farms. And this is kind of like the little village. This is a nice bridge that crosses, very stout, well constructed stone bridge. This is um, the castle, the ruling lord's castle, called the Twisted Tower. When you guys look at it, uh, it is a very curious architecture, and the main tower that comes up in a spire is kind of off-centered as it goes up, which gives it its name. Everybody make me a history check. Kay, you can roll with advantage.
K is AFK real fast.
Step away for a quick moment.
Not that I'm part of this campaign, but I'm observing.
Thank you, Mike.
You said history?
Yes.
Okay. $10 for me.
Oof.
7 for me.
Oof.
Perception.
History is
History.
not our long suit.
12 for
3 for
Scottsdale.
me.
K, you get advantage, he said.
Thank goodness,
Yeah,
because
Mine-
my first roll was. My
Mine
second
is
roll is a 0.
I got a 12.
I got 16.
There we
okay.
go.
Finally, one person. So everybody else just sees it as a very odd looking kind of keep. But Kay, you're looking at it and you're looking at the stone that it's made of and its architecture, and you think this is an ancient drow structure.
Excellent. Hey guys, that actually structure over there is pretty cool. It's definitely old, and I actually think it's of drow make is what it looks like from here.
Those are pretty big assholes, right, Dromac?
Probably, yes.
Don't they tend to stay underground?
Yeah.
Well, they kind of came to the area a while ago and started to over.
I see.
Well,
That wouldn't be where we're going to find Elminster, would it?
I don't think I would do that.
So both, well, almost everybody would know that Elminster is reputed to live in Elminster's Tower, so it's not that castle.
Okay, but it is like a
it's around
big
here.
structure around here. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's where we're going.
You-
We need to head there right away.
You just know of it from legend, and it's called Elminster's Tower, and you've heard lots of things and seen extravagant drawings, and it's just like rumors abound. You guys are coming in from this side here, so put yourself in there, and then whoever wants to go can go. Unless, should we put ourselves on the initiative tracker, or do you just want to just go freely?
I mean, I can. Oh well, I don't know about that. I would say I'd probably be close to the front because I know this area, right? Because it's in Plymouth.
You've been through it before.
Okay.
You're familiar with it. You haven't
Okay.
been through here in a while.
Okay. Well, I'll stay kind of like with Scottsdale as a front.
Okay.
I'll stay kind of in the middle. I'll have a quick conversation with Bright Eyes just about the thing the other night. I'll just be like, hey, not to make this weird, but sorry about the whole dancing thing.
Oh, and she actually blushes, and she's like, I thought it was quite fun. I'm sorry we got interrupted.
He'll kind of he'll let me know how it was more fun than I had intended. Uh, with the answer.
Try again, Dan.
What?
You were
Can
on
you hear me?
Cybertron.
Yeah, try one more time. We got more fun than
funny.
than I intended, but we missed everything else.
It's because I have like 2 people watching the stream and a couple things going. So. I said yeah, it was more fun than I intended. So it was. I did not intend to enjoy that as much as I did.
Give me an insight roll.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Ooh.
you totally get the feeling that she has a teenage crush on you now.
Oh no.
Yep. Puppy dog
I
eyes, the whole deal.
I will we're gonna basically we're taking her where we want to go anyways, right? Because we said
Yeah.
we were
Yeah,
gonna
we're
basically
taking her to
drop her off.
Elmo's house.
I'll give I'll
Elmo's World.
And evidently,
I'll
we're
give her-
taking you there too.
I'll give her kind of a look of I'm not gonna return that. I'm gonna be a bit confused because I'm like, okay, straight. And I'll just give her a look and just be like, well, maybe if we have time, you can inform me on how all this dancing works. I don't really get it.
Oh, she lights up at that, and she certainly would.
As we ride forward,
All right,
talking to
ride
Thoroughbrand
forward. Mm-hmm.
and Kay about Thoroughbrand's retirement. I'm gonna go mention to him that after this morning telling everybody how my curse works, I really hate to do this to you, especially since you're retiring, but I've saved your life quite a few times. I've been keeping a tally. I think you're gonna have to pay me a little bit of money on this one. I'd hate to have to eat you, you know. Rawr.
And Raven will hear that, and she rides up, and she says, "You are under my contract to escort me safely to Shadowdale, and so I believe you are covered. You have already been paid for that."
That's true. We're almost here though, so FYI, cross the
Thurbrand
bridge.
says, "I'm not retiring. I'm just not going to participate in this quest. It's too dangerous."
Oh gosh, you should really retire. I was praying for the safety of all the young men in this village. All right away,
Oh.
Quintier, please.
This is
So
a bad conversation.
what's that, Dan?
He's trying to be like quiet about it.
Are you trying to be quiet about it, Scottsdale?
No, I always make fun of Thoroughbrand. Always.
I meant for money.
Oh no,
What?
I just don't like Thoroughbrand. I was trying to get money from him.
Mm,
So, Joe Mac being at the end of the caravan, would he hear them talking about Thoroughbrand like maybe retiring or not joining the quest anymore?
I think Scottsdale's voice is going to carry all the way back to you because he's a booming voice that just just
He
carries
doesn't even
along.
try. He doesn't try.
So you probably are missing some of the conversation, but you're hearing everything Scottsdale says.
With that, Dromek actually rides around everybody and rides up next to Thoroughbrand and looks at him and goes, I heard Scottsdale saying you're retiring. Is that true?
Oh, the purple one speaks out of turn. He says, I'm not retiring. Fear not, my friend.
Good. He says as he then like slows down, like stops and like lets the party get past him and just stays back.
Okay. So as you guys are moving forward towards the bridge, Kay, you hear with your great passive perception.
My great elf ears.
Yes, you're slightly scratched.
Yeah.
Great elf ears. Um, the cocking of crossbow bolts from behind these rocks and these bushes.
I'll say, Scottsdale on our left. Someone's about to shoot us.
Sweet. I'll immediately just charge that way. Ah!
And
P.S. Just so everybody knows, I have Soul Sucker out.
Here we go.
and as soon as you say that you're about to be shot, a guy steps out from behind some cover, and he says, "Ho!" and holds up his hand.
I'll stop.
And immediately, several guards step out, all with crossbows levied. The three up here on the northern side are all holding them right on Scottsdale. The rest of them towards the party.
Fair, guys. That's fair. No hard feelings. Sorry. I'll put my lance back in its sheath.
All right. And Thurbrand looks at you guys and he's like, "Oh, yes." And he gets up and he comes up and he says, I am Thurbrand, leader of the Company of Dawn. I have my charter here signed by Mermeen Lal, the ruler of Arabel." And he holds it open and offers it to this captain here. And he comes up and looks it over. He goes over all of your fake names. Um, he calls them out in order. Of course, Kay, your name is on there for real. Ara, your name is on there for real. But he calls out the rest of the fake names, and then of course there's the explanation that you're just escorting this young gal, and he says, "Well, I guess that's all in order. I don't need to confiscate your weapons, but what is your business?" And you see Thurbrand kind of look towards the rest of you.
He said we're, like you said 2 seconds ago, Cap, we're escorting this little girl.
I guess
Well-
I would. I could step forward as well and just be like, we're looking for Elminster as well.
True. That's true.
Elminster. He takes a step back and looks at his friends, and the rest of the guards all kind of like exchange glances between themselves, like every pair of them kind of like gives a worried look between each other, and they're like, uh, "Well, have you been invited?" He says to you, Nick. So, do you look like yourself, or do you still look like a harpy?
Oh yeah, I look like at this point I'd look like Isaac used to.
Okay, you're looking
Yeah,
like
no, I
Isaac from the
definitely don't
Company
look
of
like a
Dawn.
harpy anymore. That would have been gone when I went to bed.
Got it. Got it. Well, he
Um,
looks at Isaac and he says, "Have you been invited?"
it. I mean, in a sense, we did have a conversation with him before.
Oh, well, I can imagine how that went. All right. If you wish to turn the girl over to us now, we can take her. Otherwise, you can keep her in your company and proceed. What do you
The
wish?
the girl, are they talking about Raven or are they talking about Bright Eyes?
Bright Eyes. Raven is under the name Jillian in
Okay.
the Company of Dawn as part of the ruse.
I believe we were going to escort her to the mage himself.
Quick note for anyone watching who doesn't who weren't privy to our earlier adventures. Cormier has a standing law that anyone who's going to wear medium and heavy armor and anyone carrying weapons needs to have a charter that is signed by the local nobles. Otherwise, they are subject to arrest. And since the Wardens of Waterdeep are now wanted for treason, we have been masquerading under the Company of Dawn. Go ahead, Dan. What were you saying?
I had just said that we were going to escort her directly to the mage himself.
Very well. Good luck with that, he says.
Oh God.
These aren't the purple dragons, are they? These are.
So, excellent point. Thank you. Let me see. I think I can pull up the crest here that they all have.
Brad,
Yes.
when you get a second, the chat would like to know what the Lords of Waterdeep did to be wanted for treason.
Oh.
Absolutely
Excellent.
nothing. It's
Nothing
on
at
my
all.
list.
Unjustifiably wanted is what it really is. We saved a town.
I can tell you because it's on my list.
Uh,
Captain Knightsbridge lied about our party being evil when all we did was save everybody. He's on the list of people I need to kill.
Yeah, we were in Arabelle, the list of people to kill. We were in Arabelle and we were looking we signed on to help keep order after all this terrible chaos was happening to the land. And we were like a special auxiliary investigative police force kind of deal. And we were looking into problems that Arabelle was having, and we discovered that this lieutenant, or he's actually was a captain quite high up in their police, was Knightsbridge was a traitor, and he was working for Zental Keep, and he was working to disrupt trade and sow discontent and basically guerrilla tactics to destabilize the town. And once we found him out, he then planted evidence in our rooms to implicate us. It was discovered, and everyone then believed that we were the villains. He escaped, and we have been wanted ever since. That's that's the background to that. But thank you for asking. Okay, this is the symbol that is on their shields. This is the crest of Shadowdale.
And are the same sort of laws in effect as far as like armor and weaponry and whatnot in Shadowdale?
Um, you don't know that for a fact, but you can see, as Kay can tell you, this they normally don't have armed hidden patrols outside the bridge here. Something's definitely going on, and it seems they're on high alert, is what Kay or Ara could tell you.
Okay.
Everyone see the crest?
Yes.
sir. Is it like a
All right.
twisted tower? Is that what it's
Yes.
supposed to be? Okay.
Twisted Tower actually is the name of the tower that is above their keep, the Twisted Tower, and that it doesn't really twisted like it shows on there. That's more of like a creative license of the person who made the crest. Basically, it kind of goes up and kind of like goes off center and then continues up some more. So it's like off center. That's how it got its name. And but yes, that's exactly it.
Okay. Just wondering.
And I'm gonna kind of walk up because I recognize that it's kind of strange that they have all of these guards out here, like you were talking about. It's like, is there any particular reason y'all just there's like such a warm welcome out here? Or
Um, let's see if he knows K. He doesn't know you offhand, but he knows of the company of Dawn. So he just says, well, certainly you've heard about the Zent's aggression.
Don't think we have.
Oh,
yeah, they're pretty bad. They're
he
jerks.
says, well, then you're very lucky that you've made it into town safely. Rumor has it that Zento Keep is on the march again, and they're invading all neighboring areas. We are preparing for war.
Oh wow, that is definitely not good. I thought you said something different, but yes, I do know about this. I forgot about it. Kay did not forget
All right.
about it. Well,
All right.
thank you for letting us know and doing a good job keeping watch. Lune is watching over everyone.
Excellent. All right, and Thurbrand's gonna wave everyone forward because he's supposed to be in command of you guys, even though you guys know that's not true. But he's playing his role, and he waves everyone forward proudly as he starts to cross the bridge over the Ashaba.
It is interesting how the our leader stepped forward, and then when they're like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" He's like, I don't know."
I feel like it's not really unusual for us to be ambushed walking places. So
It does seem
Go
that
for it.
way.
my reaction was absolutely justified based off past experiences.
As we're passing, Brad, I'd like to kind of like look around, like as I'm passing the guards. Do I see like any skulls around?
You do not.
Okay.
All right, when you guys get to the other end, it's the same ritual all over again. All these guys aren't necessarily hiding; they're just stationed over here. And they make you go through the whole questioning thing and show your charter and all that jazz. And this guy at the front is named Hawksguard, and he says once you tell him that you want to see Elminster, he kind of looks over at all you guys like with a really, like a questioning look on his face, like, what the blank is going on? And he goes, I think I better escort you to see Lord Morngrim.
You don't need to escort us.
He goes,
And
he
I'll
goes,
cast suggestion. No, I'm just kidding. I don't actually have that. I don't have
oh,
that
okay.
spell.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Exactly.
Hawksguard would actually know Ara, and he would know Kay, and he would know Thurbrand, and actually this is part of his job. When strangers first come in, he is the escort slash chaperone until things are determined that they aren't needed, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it's like a mini bodyguard.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
But
Or a
he's not so
babysitter.
much protecting you as watching you.
Keeping the eyes on us.
Yes. So Hawksguard says, would you follow me, please?
The way.
Okay.
Lead the way.
I am going to pull up a map of Shadowdale here. So, for everyone who's watching, I noticed when I was watching the stream from last week, sometimes when we are switching maps, it gets a little disjointed um, for the podcast. I just wanted to explain that that's because Mike, who produces it, has it set up for Foundry, and it does an amazing job with Foundry. We use Owlbear Rodeo, and it doesn't quite work as slickly. So I apologize for that. But it's just something that we're going to have to live with until I can figure out, or Mike and I can figure out how we can make it better. So I apologize for
I
that.
got the whole map in there now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I figured out how to. That's why you have the jellies are in there and the homunculi. So the homunculus is me, and then the jellies are actually the streaming software logged in as a character.
Oh,
So it
excellent.
actually, yeah, I have like the whole view of
Fancy,
everything.
fancy.
The only thing that's
Okay.
like difficult to really frame is that once again the dice rolls in that party chat because it's like it's
Yep.
it's a weird thing, like.
Yep. We wish we had the dice. Trust me, that Foundry has. That's really cool. Um, all right, just to give you guys a couple heads up as to what you're seeing before we go on to being escorted. This is well, let me get out my key here. So I don't make a mistake. All right. All right. You have just passed the Temple to Timora right here. You crossed the bridge, and right away, you are going to this building here. This is the keep and the Twisted Tower that you saw prominently from the larger picture that we had. This up here is the big rock you saw. It's called the Old Skull. If you are familiar with places like Wisconsin dells and stuff where glaciers have like ripped off soil that surrounds it and leaves bare rock. That's the kind of the story behind this huge rock that's exposed here. Bare granite rock called the Old Skull, which also happens to be the name of the best and only inn in Shadowdale. That's kind of a famous place to go and stay, and that takes the same name, the Old Skull Inn, but this is the Old Skull. But he's taking you right to, as I zoom in for you, this this tower here, this keep here rather. Any questions
Nope.
on Shadowdale at all?
Mm,
The map right
I
now?
go. There's no question, but like I want to talk to Hawksguard for a while.
I'm sorry,
Like, are we allowed? Oh, did I cut off?
what did you say?
Um, I wanna go make like small talk with Hawksguard for a while. Like
Oh, sure,
while he's moving forward. I mean, like leading us to the keep.
absolutely.
Okay, so I stay behind him and I ask him, so what's new in on Shadowdale? What's new in Shadowdale?
So he tells you that um, they are mobilizing for war. They're calling in all of the surrounding farmers uh, and their livestock, their food stores. Everything is being called into Shadowdale where they can protect them. Now, not everybody is coming, but most people are because they are familiar with Zental Keep, which is an area that is controlled by people who worship the god Bane, the evil god. And if you aren't familiar with Forgotten Realms, people, think of like Loki uh, from the Norse god mythology, the god of lies and mischief and all that. That's the equivalent to Bane. He is the premier, like Satan type figure in this world. And Zental Keep is constantly trying to expand and control the world through economic and military means, kind of like a Russia China combination to bring it into real terms. And Shadowdale is right on their path and has been attacked multiple times throughout history. So he just tells you that they're really mobilizing and preparing defenses. Kay and Ara would know that a couple other things. This is the Temple of Lathander, and this is Elminster's Tower. All of this area over here is like Elminster's area that nobody goes to because they have rumors of people being turned into frogs and magics that bewitch you if you go in unwanted. And so this is his pond. This is his tower. And when you see the famed Elminster Tower, it is nothing but a broken down windmill. And you're like, well, that doesn't match up with any of the stories they tell in Waterdeep and around the realms. It looks just like a rundown, non-functioning windmill.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Would
They do say never meet your heroes.
True.
would Aura or I know of a good place to sell our dragon parts here, or if it'd be a good place to do that, or not really, or maybe even to the magician?
Or an
Yeah,
alchemist. Maybe?
yeah, this is a town that sees a lot of trade. So there are I know the village is small, but there's a lot of important trading that is done in these shops and such because again we're on a very vital trade route that goes east-west through this continent.
Friends,
So
we
yep,
need-
you're pretty
we need-
sure that you're going to be able to sell.
I know that we need to sell these goods, but we also need to go to the alchemist shop.
Yeah.
Like we have not done any shopping.
Yeah.
um
We have a good bit of things to do on our checklist.
Don't forget
Okay.
the green dragon scale armor. And stuff
I know.
like that.
That's what. There's so much to do. It means a
Yes.
blacksmith.
So many chores.
Yep.
Honestly,
Okay.
let's just start doing the grindy stuff now.
Kay, you know that this is the Temple of Shantae.
That sounds like a new type of like Beyonce group.
Sounds like-
I was,
Yeah.
thinking, I was thinking like
I was
Shapiro.
about
Yeah.
to say drag queen.
I was like, I feel like that's the Bard Temple.
Drag queen.
All the
Do
drag
you
queens are
want
like this.
do you want to use our deity's aid and explain to everybody who Shantae is?
No, who's our deity? Sorry, I stepped away to get food.
I would definitely like to do that.
Okay, you know who she is, so you can relate any of that information that is in um, our our player's file.
Let me.
I was looking under S, not CH.
While
Let's
he's finding
see.
that, this is a shrine to Mistra over here.
Oh, that place is gonna be empty.
We watched her get killed.
Oh, so that's how you pronounce her name.
Shantae.
Shantae,
French.
you say.
All right, so Shantae is called the Great Mother, the grain goddess, the gold goddess, lot of those kinds of things. She's the goddess of life and bounty. She views herself as the embodiment of all things agrarian. Earth Mother is seen as a tamer of parallel of Sylvanus, who's forest father of druidity and wilderness, as she is the deity of agriculture and plants cultivation. Her worshippers are typically druids and farmers. She manifests as a giant human woman. She has shiny white hair gathered in braids that wrap around her head. braid suggests she has great age. She has pleasant features and brown skin. She has a lean but toned body similar to that of a farmer, shaped by hard work. Um, Great strength and femininity is how she carries herself. Um, if someone were to see her, they would assume that she is. They could assume the beautiful woman in front of them was in her middle age. Some describe her appearance as a rose. She's a divine spark as far as her personality goes in the natural world. Vibrant. She's a caring spirit infused with plants and moments. So very much a Mother Nature kind of vibe.
Exactly. If you think of Mother Nature, that's Shantae. You also know, Kay, because you are an elf, that this uh, temple over here actually used to be to an elven goddess of nature, but as the elves receded from this part of the land and the humans took over, they converted it to a temple of Shantae, but still have great reverence for, like you said, Sylvanas and the other elven gods.
Hmm.
So no drag queens, but yeah, I get it. It sounded like it, didn't it? All right. Let me
Being a tall woman is drag queen enough.
To be fair, if you're a
okay.
god, you're probably not going to try and support you.
Yeah.
Not gonna try and what?
You're not going to intentionally be bored if you're a god. You
Okay,
No,
are
we can
are
do
you
too.
are you on push to talk?
uh no.
Okay, your mic cuts out like on the end of your sentences.
Yeah, we lose the last syllable or two of everything you say.
Yeah, so it's like hard to get what you're exactly saying. You're like, yeah, and then I ate a chit. And that's
Maybe
You guys know
my
you?
hang on.
Oh, let's do it.
Sensitivity, maybe.
I don't know if like I need to turn it down more.
I don't
Is
know.
that
Or
is
the
that better?
Yeah, we didn't lose you there.
Oh, I
Sounds
guess my
better to me.
sensitivity was just too high or something.
Sure, that might very well have been it.
Now you can listen to me breathing.
Excellent. That's what we were going for.
we just got 10 more viewers because of your breathing.
Let's do
I
it.
think it's just
ASMR time,
static.
baby.
Oh, I just
We can
saw
go.
us.
We can go fight for money again, Dromac, while we're here.
That is true.
I just
Undercroft's
saw.
looking for money in a new town.
I just saw a
Come be
commercial for
chicken.
Sonic, and it had a little boy in the back seat eating his ice cream and Oreo cookie, and he goes, "Listen to this, it's ASMR." And then the dad said, "We're going to remove the internet uh, from your bedroom."
That's probably smart.
Brutal.
All right. So Hawksguard leads you up to the rather small keep of unique design that you now know was built by the, well, I like to say Drow, but I realize that the technical pronunciation is Drow, so I will try to avoid all the comments in the comment section saying, "Hey, the DM can't pronounce it," and we'll go with Drow, but I like to, or I like to say Drow personally, but
What
all
I
right.
like from this is that you cave to peer pressure so easily.
Yes, I've caved to
Right?
peer pressure of the internet. Um,
So dinosaurs? Cholt? Anyone?
Troll,
Hey,
Dinosaurs?
troll,
Cholt. Nope. Let's go
yeah.
to Cholt. Let's
So
make a
chat,
Cholt play,
all you
boys.
have to do is tell him that we need velociraptors as mounts.
all right, all right. Knightsbridge leads you up, and he's constantly checking to make sure everyone's following him, and he knocks on the door, and this old guy, uh, it gets opened up, and this old guy comes out with a walking stick, and Knightsbridge. That's not. I believe I have the wrong name there, but I'll get rid of that for now. He says, Bracegar, we have some visitors to see Lord Morngrim. And this guy's like, follow me. He's
What a
walking
lively,
really slow.
what a lively fellow.
Yes.
I whispered to Kay, my grandfather doesn't even sound that old.
He's hunched over. He his hair is got a big comb over, and he's dressed in very nice clothes. But when you look, the hose are all kind of sagging around his knobby knees and legs, and he's quite a sight.
I'll lean back over to Ara and say, I bet you I'm older than him too.
How much
As
you
we're
want to bet?
walking in, as we're walking in, I go look at Scottsdale, hand him the flask of wine, just as we're walking in.
Oh no.
Like he's a butler,
No,
or
no,
what?
the Scottsdale. Just like Joe Mac takes a sip of his wine sack and then hands it over to Scottsdale as we walk into
Oh,
the place.
okay. You're gonna start hitting shots. Is that it? As
Yeah.
you walk in.
Right?
If we if we if we got to deal with an old person like this, we might need it.
It's a pretty slow walk. He's waiting for all you guys to come in though.
I'll show Ara one piece of gold and I say 1 gold says I'm older than him.
That 1 gold. All right, I'll take that bet.
$100 bet.
I'll start getting a little bit closer and just kind of be like, wow, you've really kept this place up well, Brace Guard. How long have you been serving the Great Magician?
Um, you're misspeaking. This is Lord Morngrim, the noble.
Oh, okay, Lord Morgrim.
Yep.
I thought we were okay.
No, you wanted to see Elminster, and the guard captain said, "I'm going to have to take you to see Morngrim first."
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And he's walking in. He goes, "Well, my father was the steward here before me, and he passed it on to me, and I've been doing the job. Oh, I don't know, maybe 40 winters now since he's been gone."
40 winters would mean at least 40 years old then, right?
Yeah, 40 winters since his father passed.
I'll look over at Ara and say, I don't know.
Fine. I think you win this one. And I take out 1 gold and flip that to you.
Very
Thank you.
good.
Now I have an even number again. Yes. That's all I wanted.
It's like I knew that. I knew that. Kidding.
So he's waiting for you guys all to enter. Hawksguard, that's his name.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Knightsbridge from the other city, since you had to explain our
Yes.
history.
Yep, I got thrown off by that. Sorry, my bad. All right, and he opens this door and he says, "Please wait in here." And as you look through, it is a large room that is empty except for chains on the walls and little mats of hay on the floor.
Did he tell us to wait in a jail cell?
What was that, Dan?
I said, did he tell us to wait in a jail cell?
He's opened this door and he's motioned in. He goes, "Please wait in here."
Well,
Very accommodating.
if you guys aren't going to take it, I'm going to take it. I'm going to gather all the hay into one big bed for myself. Nobody else wants to go in.
Before I go in, I look at Brace Scar and just go, "Is that a holding cell?"
He says, "Please," and he gestures with his arm again. He kind of like,
Look at Kay, like, is this normal?
I don't think Kay's ever had an audience with Morngrim, so he doesn't know.
I'll just look at him and go,
I take a couple. I just kind of walk in, I guess. Then.
I think that,
Yeah,
while you
I'll
guys are talking
go
about
in,
this,
yep.
I'm taking all the beds. Straight prison style. Like, you're getting locked down, bros. You're coming to me for a bed.
Scott's still like, I got all bunk, not just top bunk.
Y'all just talking. I just went inside and started getting all the beds.
You're gonna start charging
And
them for hay.
and for each of you, as you enter, I need you to roll percentile.
Oh no.
No.
Yay.
So Dromax first.
75.
Oh, okay.
51.
You pass
51.
through the portal, and the portal of the doorway there, and as you step into the room, it changes, and it's now a pretty nice palace room. It's got some benches that are set up horizontally for looks like people who would come in and wait for audience and sit and watch the audience. There's two large thrones in the northern portion of the room there, and it's you can see that it was just a magical disguise. Nix, roll me percentile as you enter.
44.
Oh, that can't be good.
It's a room full of
Nick gets teleported.
piranhas.
Nick gets teleported to the shadow realm now.
Yeah, as Nix crosses the threshold, the magic that is protecting this place and making that illusion is because of the chaos kind of goes wild, and he basically is like he's in space right now. He's floating in a weightless environment, and just he's a couple inches off the air, and he's just kind of going across the room. Looks like he's on like the space station as he's floating across, and he can't stop himself.
Well, this is odd.
Who's next?
I guess I'll go in next. Doop, doop, doop.
All right, roll percentile.
Just straight percentile, right? 90.
Yep. Oh, yep. You walk in, and my dogs are going crazy, and it transforms into a nice palace kind of throne room.
Oh, wow. Nice place.
33.
33 for
Mhm.
Scottsdale.
Uh-huh.
Oh, all right. Yeah, it goes in. You actually you feel rejuvenated, and I know you haven't eaten at all this morning or since you left the farm, but you just when you walk in, you just feel totally rested and refreshed, and no longer hungry or thirsty.
Nice. I got all these beds, guys. And I'm
No,
full.
all the hay is gone. You don't see any hay. It turns into this nice throne room.
He was
And
happier with the
then
hay.
Yes, he was.
Gonna say he wanted a hay monopoly.
Go ahead, Ara. Roll percentile for me.
I rolled the 41 a while ago.
What was it?
41.
41. You walk in and everything goes black.
Yes. I'm blind now.
Yep, you are blind.
Oh. I'm like,
The,
guys, are you in the room?
Yeah. Just
you
come
see her.
to me, Aura. Come to my voice.
Wait, I don't
Yeah.
even see you in there. Are you even in there? Scott, you got to drop your token in. We don't
Oh,
see
I
you.
don't see a map. I don't have a map.
Oh, maybe refresh for us.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, you see her kind of eyes wide, reaching out kind of in the air as she's walking forward, kind of unsteady where she's stepping.
Guys, I can't see.
And after a couple minutes, as Nyx is bouncing off the walls, hits
Can
the
I
throne.
can I
What's
see
that?
them while
Yeah,
I'm doing this? Oh, okay.
yeah,
So I'm the only one that's like floating around, but everyone else is just kind of
yep.
relaxing. All right.
After a couple minutes, that ends, and you crash down to the floor, and you get your sight back, and everything's normal. And Bracegar closed the doors behind you, and you're just in there waiting. It's got some nice curtains, and it's well furnished, but it's not extravagant like the palaces of Cormier or anything. It looks very functional, but it is very high quality in its furnishings. And
A military nation.
yes, and
Like
you.
my own.
Oh, I'm going to put Hawksguard in with you too. He came in with you, and you see when he steps through, does it really hesitantly, and he lets out a sigh as he crosses through. So you get the idea that this has happened to people before as they come through. Uh, you guys hear a uh, door open and close, and you hear, well, like I can't find it. I know it's here somewhere. Uh, Blast that Elminster. Uh, you go and you tell him, Yarbrough, that he needs to come and do something about all the spells he's put on my tower. I know he's for our protection, but they've all gone crazy. And then all of a sudden you see an arm uh, appear right through this door. Everyone see that?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Mailed arm appears through the door, and he goes, found it. And he steps through, and it is Lord Morngrim.
Why does he look like
And do we need to take
Obi-Wan
a
Kenobi?
quick break, or anyone need to take a break here as we got 1 hour to go? No?
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
He sits down on the throne without any ceremony and says, how can I help you, fine adventurers?
I mean, we were kind of escorted here.
Yes. So Hawksguard will address his lord with on bended knee. He kneels down and he says, Lord Morngrim, these adventurers are here. They are delivering this young girl to Elminster and wish his audience. And then he bows his head, gets up, and walks off quickly to the side for you guys to take center stage.
Does he react to that at all?
He looks amused at the news, but he's looking at all of you.
Well, I'll step forward. I don't normally do this, but he's expecting me.
And what do you say?
I say, Elmister's expecting me. I'm a big deal.
He's expecting you.
Yeah.
Oh, and who might you be?
I'm Welsh. Yeah.
And he looks over at Hawksguard, who looks right next to him to Thurbrand, and he's like, I don't remember Welch being uh, giant and purple.
That's why he's expecting me.
And Thurbrand is like, yeah. He comes forward and he kneels on one knee, but he doesn't bow his head. And he says, Lord Morngrim, I beg your apologies. And he takes out his charter and he says, these are heroes of the realms, and they are falsely wanted in Arabelle. And I was sent with my company of Dawn to arrest them. But they have urgent business, and I think once you hear it, it will you will understand the special circumstances. They are actually, except for two members, are not uh, of the Company of Dawn. They are the Wardens of Waterdeep. And with that, he gets up and motions for you guys to step forward.
Fucking finally! I'm Scottsdale. I literally come from heaven to help you guys. All right? I don't have to pretend to be that coward anymore, guys. That was so hard. Thank you so much, Sir Brent. Thank you.
Borngrim looks rather surprised at your coming from the heavens to help them, and
Prove it.
he doesn't know what to believe. And Yarbrough steps forward and he says, "My lord, certainly we have better things to do right now than to listen to these fairy tales. And look at the motley group that they are. Certainly, you don't have any time for them." And he says something very softly to Yarbrough, like, they don't look that much more saddle worn than the time that you came calling to our city for the first time when we took you in. So maybe you can have uh, some patience and understanding. And with that, he looks a little cowed and he goes back to his spot.
I'm gonna reach a big purple hand behind me and
Hmm.
grab this little half elf that's behind me, or little sea elf. And I'm gonna pull her forward, and as I pull her forward, I go, "Tell him our story." And I'm just gonna shove her in front of me.
Okay.
So I take out the weapon Tantan, and I'm like, bow down in front of him and I say, Lord Morngrim, if you don't mind, I would like to tell you a tale.
Please do.
Okay, so I start playing the Tantan. Wait, can we play music here or no?
Sure. Actually, there is this room actually has a large open air above it, and there's a balcony that is made to hold musicians. But as you look up to it, it actually has guards with they don't have arrows knocked, but they've got longbows at the ready, looking down on you.
Okay, I I don't know, but like this is playing in the background because I'm playing the Tantan,
Uh-huh.
and then I tell them the tales of us, how do you call that, defeating monsters and our mission to save the world.
So he wants you to elaborate on the saving the world part.
Ah, okay, so I tell them that we heard of tales that Bane and what was his name, Merkel, has evil plans for the world, and we are here to, how do you call that, do good and try to stop them.
I'm gonna whisper to her, and we're searching for the artifacts. We were given this mission by Helm himself.
Oh, and
I'm
we
sure she
are.
remembers that, so I was just
Oh, and
big
we're
deal,
here
big
to
deal.
search. We're here to search for the artifacts in the name of Helm himself.
And he says, "Well, uh, I can certainly tell you that you've come here at a very fortuitous time." He says, "We have received intel that our uh, our town is about to be invaded by the armies of Zental Keep, as well as a hired army of sellswords and orcs. And we need every person we can to come to the city in its defense. We have been blessed here in Shadowdale over the years of many adventurers coming to our aid, which is the only reason why we still exist. Can I impose upon you and rely upon you heroes to stay and help us fight off the armies?
Gasso across his arms. You go. It won't be cheap, but good help never is.
He
And you
looks
have
a little surprised by that, but he's looking to each one of you, so each one of you has to answer.
Dromac walks forward and just goes, "Do you know what clan works?"
He goes, "I'm sorry, that I don't know."
What, they're gonna be clan half eaten, bro. Ah.
I'd like to put the mental link up between I guess.
Sure, go ahead. Just go ahead and highlight everyone that you want to have the mental link.
All right. I'll do. What were we using? We're using purple. Was it?
Whichever color you
I
want.
don't remember what it
You
was.
should. I think purple's a good
Sure,
color.
purple.
Strong.
I think a little biased, my friend.
We'll do that. I wish I could just do everyone, but
I know
I
we're
cannot.
so close. We just need a level.
One more.
So I just linked that and just look at them all like kind of like we're just like I'm looking at them like waiting for their response, but I'm actually talking to them in the link. Just be like, what do you guys think?
I think we should try to clear our names. That if we fight for the city, we become free men, no longer wanted.
I think that we can put on quite the spectacle, if you get
I-
my drift.
While they're
Like
having this conversation,
24
I'll just
foot
play my
tall
drum.
glowing angel fly into their rescue. That could
What
bring
did
us
you say? What did
big
you say
money.
to him, Ara?
Oh, while they're having this conversation, I'm just playing my drums and say,
Oh,
"Let me think about it."
okay. It is
Oh,
not a decision you should take lightly.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say in the mental link. Well, as long as Scottsdale gets some money, I think we'll be fine and we can help him out.
Oh, and dude, the amount of money that he's gonna have to do not to trigger my curse inside of his city is gonna be huge. It's based off the scale of goodness.
he didn't seem phased by the fact that we are wanted wrongly. So I don't know if the whole name clearing thing will really be an issue. They seem to trust
Thurbrand
But
spoke for you guys.
yeah,
Plus, guys,
they seem to trust Thoroughbrand what Thoroughbrand said. So
honestly, between all of us here in this mental link, Zilt and Keep are a bunch of assholes. They've been warring with my people back when I was human for like ever. So
so
I mean,
maybe not as much then. Like, 'cause
I
we
mean, I
can
wouldn't
get
mind
going.
killing a few to make my grandpa
Yeah.
proud, back for his memory. So
I mean, we are
that's
gonna
just
be
between us and the
here.
mental link, though. Okay, that's not. I don't want to get them a lower price.
Yeah, we are here to speak with Elminster, and chances are he's gonna have to help them as well. So we will probably get dragged in one way or the other. Might as well get something out of it.
I feel like we
True.
really, and even if let's say we left right now, odds are we'd encounter some wraiths or something and have to come back. So let's just see what we can get out of this guy.
This place
Agreed.
is in the forest of Cormanther, right? Technically, Shadowdale is. It's in part of the forest or
No,
somewhat. Or not really.
no. You you're a little off here. Let me find. Here we go. So this Cormier is like all through this area, and the forest that you're talking about is over here. We are well past. Let's see. Where's a better map? Okay, you got to zoom in. See this purple?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
That's Cormier. You are in the Dale lands, and actually, where is Shadowdale? Oh, way at the top. Or Cormanthir. I'm sorry. I thought you said Cormier. I'm with you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because Cormanthir is at my homeland.
Yeah, this is the Elvins. One of the last areas where elves really are abounding here.
Yeah.
And you're right here right now.
Yeah, we're getting close then.
And Zental Keep, if you look north, right on the coast there. Yep, someone just of the Moon Sea. That's Zental Keep.
And so that's where they're coming from?
That is their capital.
Ooh.
So
Ooh,
you're
Yeah,
yeah.
probably gonna have to go through
I'm from
part
here.
of Cormanthir on the way here.
Yep.
Wait,
And if
where are
you
you
look
from, Scottsdale?
Well,
farther north,
I was from
expand
here when
out.
I was the human. The
Oh,
ride
okay.
was
Because
right here.
I'm from here.
Yep.
That's just funny. Our people are pretty close, and we all hate these people. Like we're unifying races through hatred, guys.
There you go. Unification through hatred. It's a beautiful story.
So I will step forward and say I will always aid the defense of those who are from my homelands and have called these forests their homes.
Ah, he looks very pleased at that.
Explain to him about my curse, so I don't seem like a bad guy.
I see no issue in helping.
Excellent.
And then the mental link here.
No, that was to Morngrim.
Okay. Yeah. Max just kind of looks and goes, "I'm in."
And then I look back at him again with my drums and I say, I'm in too.
And Raven says, "I will lend all my art to the Dale's defense." And they all kind of look a little nervous when she talks
And the
about.
drummer just goes, "And we're fucked."
Yeah,
No.
yeah. In the mental link, I'm just like, oh, I thought we were getting rid of her.
Oh no. Womp womp.
Gato, what do you say?
I mean, I'm good with her going now.
Scott feels like I already got it. It's fine. I don't care
No,
anymore.
about the defense.
I got paid, and I got
What do you say about the defense of Shadowdale, sir?
Absolutely. However, it's not gonna be cheap.
He
Sorry.
says, "Well,
I wish I could offer my services for free, but I can't.
would 15 gold per day, and that's about like $300 a day. Um, you can think about in our terms. Uh, would 15 gold a day be sufficient to hire you on?
I asked my curse if that's sufficient to hire me on.
Yeah, that's a substantial amount of money. It's
Yes.
not huge, but it's substantial. Much more than other people are making.
Yes, that absolutely. Thank you. And I'm so sorry. I'm putting this on my list right now, just so you know. Book. Charge 15 gold a day. Thank you.
Yes, I'd have gone as high as 20.
I
But he doesn't say that. That's me
would
telling
have
you
done
that.
it for free if I wasn't cursed.
Oh.
All right. And he says, "Excellent. Thank you so much. Well, find residence where you can, and I will instruct Bracegar to pay you daily. If you don't show up for your pay, he'll just mark it down and keep it for you. He's an excellent accountant." And Yarbrough? And he's like, "Yes, my liege. Would you escort them to see Elminster, and make sure you tell Elminster that I wish to have a audience with him as soon as possible." And he kind of swallows hard and goes, "Yes, sir."
As they lead us away, I'm going to go, guys, I didn't think that was going to work.
Hey, it worked.
I really didn't think they were going to believe me.
Oh,
Well,
how did
Your
I?
bluff was
you're a
believable.
pretty convincing guy.
I mean, I thought I was going to have to blow my one a day, and like really be like, "Ah, look at me. And then I'd be useless the rest of the day, I'd have to take a nap. Just glad I
So,
lived. Fine.
Thurbrand is going to decline staying to help the Dales as he has other matters. and he wishes everyone the best, and he's going to part from the company and head out.
All right.
Do we?
Before he leaves, I give him a big hug and I say, "Thank you."
I wish you well.
Before
You're
he
So
also
at this,
my
leaves,
future friend.
the Dromek would walk over and put he puts his Dromek puts his hands together and just kind of looks at Thoroughbrand and goes, "I don't know if we'll see each other again. I hope we do, good friend, and I hope the road treats you well. Don't let losses cloud your judgment on anything." And as he's like talking, you can see Dromek's making something in his hands with a druid craft, and then just gives him a little emblem of the Company of Dawn.
Aww.
Oh.
Just and then as he looks at him, pats him on the back, and just goes, "Maliki walks with you."
And yeah, he's very touched by all the nice goodbyes and wishes you all well, and he's sure he'll see you again, and he heads out.
we
And I
don't
tell
have
him one last
to.
time, please don't get any more bald. Bye.
He's got a
I will
good
tell
sense
him.
of humor. He appreciates that joke. He shoots Raven a look, and they all have a good laugh. And
I'll
he
tap him on the shoulder and say, "Sorry for dropping a spider on you.
That
That was super uncool,
that was
We
wrong.
and
we don't
you
have
didn't
to
deserve that."
parade. We don't have to parade as the Company of Dawn at this point. Then.
You do not.
Okay.
You are now
Cool.
the Wardens of Waterdeep.
Get our
Okay.
matching
Wonderful.
tattoos, guys.
It's time.
He tells you he's going to go back and tell uh, the Lady Lal that you guys are innocent and explain everything.
Yay.
Don't
Let's go
tell
third run.
that guy he's on my list though, because then he'll run. I'll make
Well,
it harder to find
he
him.
ran. He's gone. No one knows where Knight's Bridge is. He's gone.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh.
We'll find him. Don't worry
Oh,
about it. We'll
I
find him.
forgot Yarbrough. I got to bring in.
Dromac is excellent at tracking people.
Good try.
All right. So while you're putting your guys on the map, Yarbrough leads you guys over here, and he leads you up to the gate, and you guys see a sign right outside the gate, and you know that you are in the part of the map. I'll just bring it up real quick so you guys can see where you are in town. You guys are right here.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And he leads you up to the gate, and this is the sign that you see carved in wood hanging outside the gate. Yarbrough looks a little nervous.
To all guests, ring bell and wait for permission to for entering property. I will walk up and ring the bell.
Yeah,
There is a good size handbell that is on a hook underneath this sign.
I will go and ring it.
And Kay, you pick it up, and it has no clasper in it. It's just a hollow bell.
Uh, Scottsdale, you want to hit this thing?
yeah, so bad.
I thought so.
We're gonna hit it against my hammer.
And it makes zero sound as you connect with it. And Yarbrough says, I think this might be a little bit of Elminster humor at this point."
She's tricking us.
He says, you were invited, weren't you? You told me you were invited, right?
Yes, I'm going in.
You know Elminster? He looks at all you guys. Oh, you're walking in? All right. He kind of swallows hard and follows.
I'm going to stay pretty close to Scottsdale, but keeping my eyes around and just looking around everywhere to see if
Oh,
there's anything fishy going on.
he says you're going to have to leave your horse outside. He's never going to allow that.
Oh, okay. It's fine. Helium normally kills people anyway. Super violent.
So as you move up the walkway, you see another sign.
This sign has sharp edges. Do not touch the edges of this sign.
Hey,
Well,
hey, hey,
that's
Scottsdale! I'll
Nope.
I'll give you a gold to touch that sign.
It seems like, in my life, I've learned that words that say don't do that are serious words.
All right, Scott, still
Hey.
5 gold.
All right, I'll do
Scottsdale
right.
can read.
I'll do that.
Scott's gonna-
So show me with your hand what you do.
I'm gonna go up to the side and I'm just gonna go on the edge, like
Oh, and it it slices right down the middle of your hand, and your finger rather, and your finger now is like split right down the middle, as there's no resistance when you touch it. It just slices into your hand. Take 5 points of damage, and you're going to have a -1 to hit with that hand and -1 to damage until it's healed.
I'm gonna look
Oh,
at Dromac with my finger, flinging blood at him. 5 gold. Takes 1
Joe Mac
gold.
just
That
Mac
was
just kind of looks at you and just hands out 5 gold.
yeah.
Takes this.
I'll flick you a gold as well. Just be like that was actually very sharp.
Fix
Yeah,
this. I
we
told
now
you
know that
danger words.
Mister's not a liar.
Danger words.
Danger words.
I hold my hand out waiting for Dromac to fix my finger. Casting cure wounds on it.
Joe Mac just kind of puts his hand around your finger and just goes, "Oh, my spell didn't work. I'm sorry, friend."
I'm gonna hold my finger in my hands and heal it. Using my
I was gonna say, I was gonna cast Cure Wounds on you.
summon my Asimir energies and heal myself. Looking at you like
Okay,
that's
so
cool.
it heals the 5 points of damage, but like there's like a line of really tender flesh through like where the nail is, and like to the second joint of your finger on either side, that is really sensitive to the touch, and it's visible, kind of a very whitish area on your purple skin.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We're listening to the rest of the signs. Or I am.
Yarbrough looks at you guys with this whole sign finger thing, and he's like, "You guys know Elminster?"
yes.
Yeah, of course we do.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Talk to once.
How many people do you know that can summon healing celestial energy out of their bodies and mend their split fingers? Like, is that common? I'm sorry, was that not impressive to you, Mr. Yarsbro? This guy.
Can
You
you
walk
believe
past
this
him?
guy? Let's see.
Frog crossing. I'm going to
Yeah,
intently look for frogs.
you see this next sign, and give me everyone but Kay. Give me a perception roll.
Oh.
1. Not natural, but 1.
Not 20. Let's go.
Whoa!
Oh.
14 for me.
All right. So anybody a 12 or over, when you see this sign, Yarbrough turns ghost white.
Do you have a problem with frogs or something?
And he says, no, but it's been rumored that Elminster will, if he's not wanting to see someone and they're persistent, he'll turn them into different animals, frogs being one of his favorites.
Not enough of this.
Frogs are pretty tasty.
It'd be a shame if one of the people here that's not a champion such as us would get turned into a frog.
Yes, I agree.
Mike just looks at him and goes, "Ribbit, ribbit."
Yeah, he's totally freaked out. And you guys see an elderly gentleman in a robe and a tall hat over here fishing.
Sir, excuse me. I'm looking for Elmo. I have this little girl that I've brought a long way to find him. Does he want this little girl?
And he doesn't move. There's just a little bit of smoke comes out from a pipe that he's smoking. It goes up into the air.
Did you just
Oh, it's
refer to Elminster as Elmo?
Yeah.
Like publicly, like
Elminster.
possibly in front of him?
Yeah, of
He
course.
did.
Oh my
He
god.
did.
Like, if I
It's
was
not
that man,
stupid.
I would have turned you into
He's
something.
so stupid.
It's
Don't
not
tickle
going to
him.
go well.
Yeah, I'm not smart. I have nine intelligence, guys.
We've met
That's
him
something I got.
before, right? I'm not sure if it was all of us. I think it was it just me, Scottsdale, and Dromac, or was it
I
everyone?
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's only.
I think it was us three.
So Raven had cast a spell and it had gone crazy wild and it had started to tear apart the fabric of our skies and kind of go into a different dimension. And he couldn't stop it from happening. And he appeared in the air and closed it and left. Remember?
Yes. Yeah, we had
And
a brief. He just kind of was like, "Yeah, you should basically like be careful with that," and moved on almost.
yep,
Basically,
Yeah.
very nonchalant about life. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
this looks just like the guy you saw. Yep.
Okay.
Considering how dangerous magic is, he's like,
I'll kind of give a Bright Eyes like a little bump with my elbow and be like, "Hey, it might be your time to shine here."
yeah,
She's
that's
in
guy.
she's in awe if you're hinting that this is Elminster. She's in awe.
Raven, there he is. Go get him. Go get him, Tiger.
Well, you guys really need to role play it. I could role play it, but that I don't want to just talk to myself. So
All right,
I'll,
I
I,
can do it. I'll walk up
Yeah.
to him.
yeah,
I'll
we'll start
I'll
walking
go
up.
for it.
I follow behind.
okay, as Scottsdale approaches, he takes one hand off of the rod and waves it in the air, and Scottsdale, you are silenced.
Oh, good, because I wanted to walk up. Sir, I was taught.
Does Bright Eyes seem nervous?
No, she's totally excited.
Oh, okay, good.
I guess I'll walk up next to. We noticed that Scottsdale's quiet now, right?
You see him trying to talk with his boisterous look and actions and gestures, and nothing's coming out, and he looks a little like he's shocked at this point.
I'd like
Joe
to
Max
walk
just
past.
goes, "Can you teach me that?"
I'd walk past Scottsdale and just kind of give him like a shrug of like, I don't know why he's not listening to you, just to like mess with him a little bit.
And you hear, "Don't scare the fish."
I will not. I believe we've met before.
And he says, "Oh, then you must feel very fortunate."
Um, Odd introduction, but sure.
He
I'd
like has
point.
a little bite. He like pulls his little rod. Nothing. Okay.
I'll point to Raven and be like, yeah, our mage, and I'll kind of like do air quotes almost. I'm just kind of like, yeah, our she kind of tore open the fabric of reality, and you help fix that up a little bit.
And he doesn't move, except he says, I didn't hear the bell ring. Did
Oh
you
yes,
did you ring the bell?"
in a sense.
Well, I would say we attempted to ring the bell. Um, however, it seems to not be able to make any noise.
Oh, well, that's fortunate. 'Cause I don't wish to be disturbed.
Ah, yes. If it makes you feel any better, it was the large purple man who actually tried to hit it very hard and was unable to do so.
And he kind of puffs on his pipe. He goes, "Ah, You don't surprise me one bit. And he looks over. He looks over at the large purple quiet being, and there is a frog in his place.
Oh,
Oh no.
And um, when you guys get done looking at Scottsdale now transformed into a frog, uh, and Yarbrough lets off like a little yeah, and you look back, and the pole is leaning against the bench, and there's nobody there.
oh God.
Of course.
The drumback walks up to the bench and the pole, just looks to see what he was using for bait.
And it's a little lure that is apparently magical, and it kind of like swims along like a little minnow, but it's
Drumback
fake.
looks and goes, "That's very good, smart man."
I'll just kind of talk out loud, assuming that he's around somewhere. I'm trying not to be too loud. Just kind of be like, we did get sent here on an urgent matter, not to disturb you, from Helm himself.
And Yarbrough uh, is looking around as you're speaking, and looking where you're looking, and then he says to you, I don't think he's here anymore. I don't see him. Do you?
Do
Be
you think a
invisible.
mage? Do you think a mage of that caliber would let anything go unknown on his grounds?
I I I don't presume to know what he knows.
I'm just under the assumption that he can hear me regardless of where he is, because this is his area.
And he didn't look to be of any particular race or anything, right? He just looked like a human.
Yeah, look like a human.
Okay.
Is Scottsdale still a frog?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like a 3 foot long frog.
Okay. I pick him up and I say, you're not as scary. You're not gonna turn into a were frog, won't you? And then I
It's
make
like
a
he
small
becomes
chuckle.
your answer. Oh, I just ripped out the frog. And then
Nice.
back into a person, like, what's up?
It's like picking up like a German Shepherd. He's so big.
Oh shit!
Like,
I don't have much strength.
like
Oh,
it's
he
really
okay.
buff too. Just like a really
Yeah.
ripped
Yeah, a
dog.
really buff frog.
Is he still purple too, though? He's just like a purple frog instead of green.
You know what? Absolutely. He has to be purple. Absolutely.
As this all goes on, Dromek just picks up the rod, sits down on the bench, and just tosses it into the water and just starts fishing.
Okay.
And then meanwhile,
I have
I look
control of
for
myself as
insects.
a frog.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Right.
What was
Do I have
that?
control of myself as a frog?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go in the water then. With Ara, you can come swimming with me. I can eat fish. Underwater.
wait, wait, wait.
Good life.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
look
quarantine.
for bugs for a while, and then
Dromek
join
just goes,
in
"Don't scare
in
the
the
fish."
water.
Dromax
Okay.
just sitting there with his fishing pole. Well, so much for that.
You know, Dromek sees a big frog going in and goes, "Scottsdale, you can eat the fish later. Don't scare the fish. If you do go in, watch the hook. I don't want to hook you."
Jeremiah, give me a animal hand. No, survival. Give me your survival.
Okay. I'm hoping if maybe I catch a fish, you get jealous and come back.
Definitely will catch a fish. You got this, buddy.
Yeah, let's do it.
I feel like the issue would be that you're using his pole with his magical
Well,
lure.
I think that's actually what happened because I rolled a natural 1 plus 4, so 5.
Oh no, you
Oh.
you actually went to cast it, and you hooked Nyx with your cast.
Oh man, 7 piercing damage.
One
I'm
one
like
point.
yanking on it too, like thinking I caught a
Yeah.
bush. Like, oh.
Oh, okay, 2 points of damage, Nyx.
I'll noticing he'll do that. I won't say anything. I'm just gonna manifest one of my my daggers and just kind of throw it at him. I'll just like pop him in the back with one of my ethereal daggers.
Well, if you guys are messing around, I'm going in the water. As soon as they start messing around, I'm jumping in.
Dan, roll a 4-sided.
Was I able to find bugs?
Hey, yep, hang on. Hang on 1 second. 2 points of damage from a psychic dagger, Dromek. Ara, roll survival check.
Okay, wait. Wait, how much do I have plus and plus 2? So, shit, that's 8.
Oh no, you're seeing a butterfly going along in the air, but you can't catch it. It's too high up, and so far you haven't seen any.
No. I was like, I'm sorry, Scottsdale, there's no bugs for you here.
I'm gonna eat these fish. No, that'll make Elmister mad. He'll come back.
Yarbrough will walk up to Nixon and Dromek and he goes, if you really had an appointment, shouldn't we be going to the tower now?
Dromek just goes, well, the frog said he had an appointment. We never said we had an appointment. The frog said he had an appointment, and it looks like the frog is eating his fill. So I'm going to stay here and fish until Mister either magics me away or comes back and gives me tips. Also, Nix, good shot.
I'll say to Raven and Bright Eyes, well, Yarborough does bring up a good point, and we are kind of here for both of you. So you two want to come with me
Indeed.
to the tower and see if we can find him?
They agree, and Yarbrough states, that he has to go anyway because he's under orders to deliver a message from his liege. So
Yes.
I'll go with K as well. I have no
I'm gonna
intention
spit
of
fishing
getting
Yeah.
soaked again.
I'm gonna
okay,
I'll join in with Kay as well. I'm like, I'm gonna come with you too.
all right.
Rock just looks at Scottsdale in the pond and goes, you going in, buddy, or are we staying fishing?
Little frog man. Let's fish. Let's spit
As they
fishing,
walk away,
you
as they walk away, Dromek just shouts, I'll stay with the frog. He says as he goes and does another cast.
Is the frog
Um,
smarter than Scottsdale?
no, it keeps your intelligence. Go
Aw.
ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, Scottsdale.
Oh, you bet. 21.
Oh, yep.
21?
You turn back into your purple self here when you're out in the water.
Oh.
Right after you caught a fish, you have a giant, like a big old fish in your mouth.
Raw fish in your mouth.
Oh, the catfish. Hey, Dromek. Lunch, buddy.
I'm down. He says as he gets out of a fire making kit, just getting ready to cook the fish.
Let's just eat it on the raw on the go. Let's catch up with our party. We'll just
Okay.
I'll just take my longsword. You want the head or the tail, bud?
Take the tail. He says as he's walking towards the tower.
I'm not gonna talk
Dromek,
that when we get there either. He's not very nice.
Dromek
I know
pours
this.
a little bit of wine in his Minotaur horn, and then hands the thing over to
Fish in it?
the sack over to. Yeah, he has the fishtail in it too, and just pours it in, and then hands it over to Scottsdale. Tail wine.
Nice.
And before I go in, I'm going to wait for the rest of the group to go in, and then I'm going to step a little bit away from it, and I want to try to attempt to cast See Invisibility on myself.
Okay, how far away from the party members are you?
Well, I'm going to step 30 feet away from the actual building.
Okay, 30 feet away.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Let's see what happens here. Can I use my inspiration to re-roll?
You did
Yes.
not just roll a 0-1, did you?
I rolled a 25 with my bonus.
Oh, okay.
He still has
Yes.
inspiration.
Oh, I'm looking at Dromek. Yes. Yes, you can use inspiration tonight and re-roll.
Okay, let me see.
Jeez,
Jeez, 47's not much better. So it's 25 or 47. What do y'all think I should do?
So, well, the other one that you did was like 30 something, and it was like you basically didn't have to pay for it, and it still went off. So
Yeah.
maybe the 25, because I'm pretty sure 47's in that range where shit goes wonky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just go with the
Oh.
25.
Things going
All
wrong
right.
is kind of fun.
Not wrong.
All right. So you cast your see invisibility, and you get done casting, and your hair becomes
Oh no,
grass,
not my hair.
and all from different parts of your body sprout big flowering blossoms that open up. Um, let's say uh, lilies,
Oh,
and they all just bloom, and you are like scattered all around your body are flowers.
awesome. Did the spell still work, or is that the spell that was cast instead?
You don't see anything invisible right now.
Okay, well I guess we'll find out.
I wonder if any of those would be a great garnish for this fish, Stromae.
So I'll
Yeah,
walk
he
into the
looked over
group
and
with
goes,
all the. Oh yeah.
I was gonna make a map for the tower, but I found a really cool tower out there, so we're using this one. So if you want to place your people on this map.
as Scott says that, and then what's it called? Kay walks by, Joy picks one of the flowers,
Eh,
and kind of looks at it, just like eats it a little bit, like chews on it.
choose on it.
Yeah.
Let me
You
I
can
look.
forget. Where's the back of the group at least?
Things
Because
are
I would have been
really
at the back.
Oh,
contagious.
you you think it smells prettier than it actually tastes, but it tastes all right.
Yeah, he
Where
just
would
kind of
the?
Joe looks at Scott and goes, "No, it's not a really good garnish. It smells really nice, but the taste is kind of K like, a little
I,
weird."
I like to think as I take this head and just down the rest of this nasty wine. Well, we have very discerning palates.
Not
So
wrong, he says as he like takes another chunk off the back of the fish and chugs some of the nasty line too. He goes, "You're not wrong. We have a chef's talent."
no, I mean they wouldn't understand our tastes.
And no,
So Yarbrough is still once again looking white as a ghost at the antics, the shenanigans, as Dan would say, that's going on, and he's pretty worried about this exchange that's about to take place, and he knocks on the door. Uh, a little window that is at eye height, and you see a pair of eyes peeking out, and you hear a voice. Yes? Who's there?
I'm not talking this time.
Is
We
it?
are. We're here to
Uh,
see the master. We have two people who wish to learn from him. One young and one not so quite young.
S- y- y- Speak up. I can't hear you. You're looking for Mr. Young?
No, that's who we have coming to learn from. We're here to learn from your master, essentially.
You're yearning for what? Your sister?
Yes, that's
can
what we're looking to do.
can I
Sorry, she's not here.
we just see like the eyes, right?
Yeah,
Can I put a mental link up between me, Kay, and the set of eyes?
sure.
I put the mental link up, and then I just say to Kay in the mental link, "Here, why don't you try this? He seems a little hard of hearing."
Well, if this is actually who we think it is, I'm sure that they can probably hear us fine. But we are coming to learn from the master because we have two people who have requested to come and see him, and they really are young and talented and would like to learn from him.
And you hear back in the mental link. Sorry, Elminster is very busy today. He's a is involved in some very important experiments. He cannot be bothered.
There is another. We were sent here by Helm specifically. We are looking for some artifacts, and this was the best person we could come to talk to about it, aside from our other two companions.
So the door cracks open when you mention Helm, and you see a guy looking at you like he thinks you're crazy, and he says, "Yeah, bro, what are these people talking about?" And he doesn't talk with a lisp at all.
I mean, I can answer him back in the mental language.
Sure.
I'll just say back. I'll explain the thing we witnessed between Helm and Mistra, and basically just explain. We literally saw Helm strike Mistra down and gave us our quest, so to speak. That there are forces of evil that are trying to collect all of those artifacts now that the gods are on the earth, and we were charged by Helm to assist them and recovering them for the forces of good, basically.
And as he's staring at all of you, listening to this story in his head, you hear a familiar voice from behind him saying, "Oh, Leo, just let them in. It is clear that they will not give me one moment's peace until they speak with me." And he's like, "You may enter."
I guess I'll walk in first.
I'll go second. I'll kind of try and drag Bright Eyes behind me, just come on, don't be shy, let's go.
This time, remembering my map that I'm gonna keep my map out of my pocket. My blink map that I can't read. He turned me into a frog. Maybe he can tell me what this is.
And make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh damn! I was turning into a frog again. Natural 20, baby. What's
Oh!
There we go.
Your magic is as effective as Merkel's.
Tell,
he
tell
he
that old
looks
man.
he raises one eyebrow, kind of like a Spock like motion, and he is like, "Fine."
Thank you.
And I'll step forward and say, "Well, if it makes you feel any better, Scottsdale, hold out your finger."
I hurt my finger.
So it worked on. You got him twice today already. Really, 3 times if you count the frog.
And he just kind of does just the slightest little bit of a corner of his mouth, kind of makes a little crook as he sees his finger. And he says, "So that's quite a tale ye tell." He says, "I sense that ye speak the truth." He says, "How can I help ye?"
Yarborough has a message for you from. I can't remember his name.
Morrigan?
Yes, Mr. Elminster, sir. Lord Morngrim, your lord would like to see you. You mean he thinks I have nothing better to do than to come at his beck and call? Sir, he sent me to fetch you, and I'm just doing my duty. And he goes, "Fetch me like a dog?" Sir, that's not what I meant. Uh, you're
As a
turning my words
dog.
against me. And he goes, relax, Yarbrough. Tell him that I will be there as soon as I'm done with these good folk. Thank you. And he heads out.
Really hoping he'd turn him into a frog.
Or a dog.
Or a dog.
No,
Yeah, I
but
was gonna say a dog would have been great. Like you
He's
speak
all
to me like I am a dog. Yeah.
With that, as Yarbrough leaves, you guys notice that he has a dog's tail, kind of like down almost between his legs as he heads out the door. And once again, you see that just the tiniest corner of Elminster's mouth goes up.
Mr. Elmister, we've come Raven, this lady here, she has questions. This little girl we met in the woods, and since we were on our way to meet you anyway, we were like, hey, little girl, you want to meet this Elmister? He's a super powerful wizard. And she was like, oh my gosh, he's awesome. So that's how that came about. Did I miss anything, guys?
So
We
Raven's going to tell him a quick story, and she seems very reverent as she addresses him, much different than someone calling him Elmo. And she isn't like bowing or anything, but she's obviously very reverent in front of him, and she tells a story that none of you have yet heard. So if we go back to the first time you met her, it was in the day that of arrival, where all the uh, deities were cast to the realms, and you saw her floating in, uh, kind of covered in like a fairy fire type glow, and her eyes were totally rolled back white. And she collapsed in that barn that you guys were all seeking shelter in as their tornadoes and hailstorms and earthquakes were wrecking the countryside. And that's how you first saw Raven. She tells a story of how she was a member of another company, and she was their hired wizard, and they got what they wanted and then turned on her and were going to kill her rather than giving her her share. And she rode off and was being shot at with arrows and bolts and such as her horse was taking off down the road with them in hot pursuit. And she whispered a quick prayer to Mistra, and the Lady of Magic answered her prayer and gave her this magical pendant, and she shows it to Elminster, and it's the one that you guys have seen that was around her neck. It was grafted to her skin when you first met her. It sparkled with the same blue-white energies that Mistra had every time that you saw her or used her magic. And now it's just got the faintest little spark every once in a while, as it's like almost inert, but every once in a while you see a little spark. And she says, here is my proof that I'm telling the truth." And she hands it carefully over to Elminster, and he reaches out his hand and takes it, and he holds it, studies it, reaches into his robe, and pulls out a globe. Everybody give me an Arcana check.
4.
Not 20.
Whoa!
9.
1.
16.
Okay. Ara and Kay both know, and Kay still has the mental link. Dan, can you put the mental link people back up again?
Absolutely.
It would just be me and you, I think, right?
Yeah, right now it would just be the two of us because I had
Okay.
swapped it.
Ara and Kay realize that he has a item that is used to detect magic. And he pulls out the small orb, fits in his hand, and he's holding the pendant in the other hand, and nothing happens with the orb. And he looks back and forth, a little bit of puff coming out of his pipe, and he slowly, deliberately takes the orb closer, closer to the pendant. Nothing, nothing, nothing. He touches it. Nothing. Bah, it's useless. And he tosses it on the ground. And he says, "But I believe your story, lass." And he confides in you. We won't go through the whole exchange because we only got a couple minutes left here of the stream. But he confides in you that he believes uh, one of the items that you seek, which you know when he says that he's speaking of the tablets, is in the city Tantris. It is an immensely powerful artifact, and he has been scouring the realms for this magic since he has found out that the tablets are hidden somewhere. And he, while he has no idea where the second one is, he believes the first, or one of the two rather, is in the city Tantris, and you will need to go there to recover it.
Hmm.
Well, it's good
It's
to know
very
where we're
exact.
going.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But so I have this map that came with me. It's blank. I can't read it. You do it? You see anything? Maybe, maybe not. Is it just paper? I mean, I could be carrying around paper, honestly.
Do I see anything with my invisibility if it worked?
Nope, you don't see anything
Okay.
invisible.
Dang it.
Let's
Guess
see.
it didn't work. I just have flowers all over.
Okay, here's a map that should have Tantris on it. It's going to be on the coast.
Ah, yes. So the opposite direction.
The one to the east, right?
Oh,
Right here.
yep,
Oh, Tantris.
Yep.
Okay.
there it is. Thank you, Dan. Right across the Dragon Reach.
Oh boy.
That's where the
Now,
second tablet is.
that's where one of the tablets
Oh.
is. And you guys are up here, right? Isn't that? Yep.
Over here.
Oh, all the way over here. And this is Scardale. And over here is Tantris. Now, Ara knows that the River Ashaba actually links Shadowdale and Scardale. It flows along, meanders, and will it actually empties out into the Dragon Reach Sea near Scardale. And Ara is privy to that. Anything you wish to add?
Uh, but River Ashaba sounds familiar, but I can't pinpoint yet why.
Okay. And but you do know that that the river comes out right by Scardale.
And I tell this to the party as well.
Okay. But Elminster says, be that as it may, and that is your destination as the gods have tasked you with. Why they tasked you, well, we will not question their wisdom. However, the Dale has an immediate need for your help. And there is going to be a battle that shapes history here. And I implore each one of you to stay and see this battle out before you continue your quest. And
Absolutely.
with that, we will conclude tonight. And hope everyone had a good time.
Wonderful.
Oh yeah. Always.
And no one died.
No one
Oh.
died.
Some frogs.
Yeah, just some frogs.
And a fish.
I mean, yeah, I guess the fish. Yeah, the
And a
fish died.
fish.
The fish, yeah. Wait,
Better than a cow.
Yeah, that's true. You really wanted that cow.
wait, what happened? What happened to the cow? Did the cow ever follow us?
They want you guys to keep
Yeah.
going.
So the cow, when you brought it to Shadowdale, they would have put it in a pen for you with all the other. Actually, his family left. The farmer family left and brought all their herd to Shadowdale, and he just got left behind by mistake, and so he was reunited
Aw.
with his herd
Oh, that's good.
and his farmer and all that as they're one of the people taking shelter uh, in the Dales.
All right, let's
I named
go.
him
Let's go raid somebody.
I named him
All right.
Cheese.
Let's raid
You're gonna-
somebody.
Well, hopefully
You
this
named
time.
him Cheese?
Let's see what we can find here.
I named him Cheese.
Wait, Brad, like, because like as a bard, like I want to play my instrument while we, how do you call that, have the role play going. Is it possible to have like a bot in the Discord server to play the music or?
So the only thing that we have to worry about music is that we're not playing something copyrighted over the stream.
Right.
You can do it through Owlbear. Owlbear actually lets you share like a music to everybody. But yeah, that'd be the
Yeah.
biggest thing is we'd have to make sure it's copyright free basically.
So if you and Mike could work out something that isn't copyrighted, I have no issue at all with you playing some little tune when your bard goes to do its thing.
You know what?
I think that would be so cool. But
Simple solution: get yourself a 5-gallon bucket. All right, put your phone on and just, and then it's not copyrighted. All right, straight up. Simple solution.
modern problems need modern solutions.
True, true.
Scottsdale's not the only one with an intelligence of 9.
Wish your intelligence went up when you went to hit with Door Frog, I thought.
we're gonna
would
have
be
a couple
good one?
game days to play with before we're going to get just outside of characters and outside of DM and everything. Before we get to this epic war that we're going to take part in. So what I would like you guys to do is somebody go on our Facebook page and start a post of what you guys are wanting to do next week in our characters kind of downtime while we're helping with the preparations for the defense and all that stuff, but we can still do stuff of our own design so that I can have it ready for you next week. Does that sound possible?
Oh, absolutely.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds like
All right.
homework to me. I don't like homework.
I never was good at homework.
It is totally homework.
All right.
No.
So as the stream finishes up here, we're gonna go raid another D&D campaign. It looks like.
Thanks,
Oh,
everyone. Say thanks for the
D&D.
viewers.
Thanks,
Yeah,
buddy.
Who would
Oh
want
wait, Brad, what they want to know what your top 10 movies are. Your top 10 movies.
Oh my lord, I I like all movies, so that is
No,
so
that is a
hard.
lie. That is a lie, Mister. That's below me and all this.
I love Jaws. I like John Wayne movies. I like Monty Python's The Holy Grail. I like a lot of things. I'll tell you what, I will try to put together a top 10 list and have it for next week. How's that? It's a tall order though.
That sounds
It's
good.
hard.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't do a top 10 on the spot. That's too broad.
Well, it's kind of a thing that we always do in like all of our streams with Brad and everything. And Brad is our resident movie snob, so he yeah. So yes, we will have to.
So to be fair, then you should have had this list prepared
Yeah,
ahead of time.
yeah, he should have.
I stand
Yeah. Because
Right,
normally
you're
when
right.
you'll mention a movie and he'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, that was below me," and you're just like, "Oh, sorry," you know.
Okay, I'm sorry.
With the admission of this new information, I retract my previous statement.
Guilty as charged, folks.
All right. Well, let's go raid. Give me 1 second here.
All right.
I don't know what that means.
It means that we're gonna be moving the channel, like all the
anyone's
viewers
watching-
get to go. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna
if
move.
anyone's
See if they speak
watching
English this time.
the podcast, we're gonna go into someone else's channel and see what's going on.
I'm gonna stop ours. So everyone,
What?
go ahead, give your chance to say goodbye to the audience.
Bye
for watching.
all.
Have a good one. Thank you for
Yeah.
watching.
Thanks for watching our game.
Who watches D&D on the internet? What a bunch
Oh my
of
God,
nerds.
Lots of people. All
A
right.
whole bunch of